Hey there, everybody. Welcome in. I hope everyone had a good start to their week. Happy Monday. I would say, hope you all had a good weekend, but I just saw you yesterday. So I know that some of you, at least who popped in, were having a good weekend. Anybody else I didn't see, let me know if y'all did anything fun. But yeah, we started some Suikoden 2 yesterday, which was crazy. I just cannot get over the story in that game. It was so brutal. There was so many characters that just got introduced, and immediately the game made me fall in love with them. And then it would do the most awful things, and I was like, why? So I got very emotionally attached. Yes, we currently have a poll going on in the Discord, if anybody doesn't know, to see if we're going to continue playing that game or not, or start a different one. And right now, it is very close. There's 3 games that we have options for in the poll, and the votes are literally 3, 4, 5. So definitely just a few more votes could make the difference. The poll is going to end tomorrow night, or maybe even Wednesday, like midday for me, because we're going to be starting our new game Wednesday afternoon, so not too far away. But yeah, let me start saying hello to everybody. Bugs, welcome in. Thank you for your lurk. And Ben, hello. How are you doing today? Thanks for giving Ben a shout out, Chibi, and also welcome in. Appreciate the pinned message as always, and I hope you're doing well. Arya, welcome on in. My savior throughout Suikoden 2, leading me throughout so I didn't get lost. Yuki, hello, welcome on in. Good to see you. We got a shout out for Arya too, amazing. Kate, hello. Oh my gosh, Kate. We raided Civis yesterday, and I asked her, oh, Paper King, welcome in. Good to see you today. I asked Civis the question that you asked me to ask her, which was, are you a brat? And you were right. She said yes. But I had to ask her why, because I'm like, Kate is not a rat, in my opinion. She said it was because, at least if I understood correctly, that you come in and you're like, Civis, 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 Civis. And then when she finally gets you and it's like, what? You're just like, hi. And that's it. So you'll have to let me know if that was like an accurate reasoning for why you think Civis believes that about you. But I have to say, I wholeheartedly disagree about Civis's analysis. Thanks for giving Kate a shout out as well, Chibi. Leaflet, hello, welcome on in. Good to see ya. And Tauntaun's here. Aw, Tauntaun, welcome, welcome. I hope you had a lovely birthday, friend. I don't think I really got to stop in too much on your birthday stream. I was lurking for a bit, but yeah, I hope you had a really awesome celebration. Long time no see, yes, Leaflet. It's almost like I was on stream yesterday or something. We got our shout out to the Void for Leaflet, amazing, and a shout out for Tauntaun, perfect. Ely, hello friend, welcome. Retrograde, hello. A wild retro appears. Go Gengar, use Nightshade. Against Retrograde? Oh my gosh, you're about to be captured, Retrograde. You better watch out. Got an Ely shout out, a Retrograde shout out. Chibi, thank you so much for all your help. And we got our Chibi shout out too. Thank you, Ely. You just got the new graphics card. Yes! It was such a beast, but it's working. Oh my gosh, a beast to install. Would there be like multiple things I guess you would have to unplug from your previous graphics card if you hadn't taken that out yet to put in the new one? I'm always too scared to touch the computer stuff. I'm worried I'm going to do something wrong. So Fran is always the one that does these kinds of things for me. But yeah, good job getting it all installed, Ely. And I hope you get to play some awesome games with it. Arya, you had some trouble installing yours at first too. Uh-oh. But you got it sorted, it sounds like. See, this is why I just have Fran do it. He's been building computers for years. Like, you know, as a computer engineer, you better have a couple computers under your belt, right? So I'm glad that I have him to go to. Sir Whale, welcome in. Crashing through my roof, as always. How are you doing, Sir Whale? I hope you're well. And thanks for giving me a shout out to me. Paper King, Rory is here. Your day just got better. Oh, thanks, Paper King. It's good to see you and everybody else too. Definitely the highlight of my afternoon every single day that I'm on stream. Thanks for doing the Paper King shout out. Always a good day when Aurora streams on. Thank you, Jimmy. Like I said, I have fun hanging out with y'all as well. You're doing your laundry? Finally, you've been letting your basket just sit. Yup. If I did not have Fran to help me stay on top of laundry, it would get very out of hand. He's usually the one that does it, which I very, very much appreciate. It's gotten to the point now where if I'm the one that does a load of laundry, it feels like I've done an amazing accomplishment. I'm like, what the heck? I need to be taking responsibility over my own stuff a little more, I think. Tauntaun, hi hi. Got anything fun going on? I hope that your birthday stream was good. Go Sonic! Oh, Chibi, is that the game that you're rooting for? Yeah, the 3 games that we have up in the poll on the Discord. It's in the stream announcement channel, by the way, if anyone didn't find it. We've got Suikoden 2, see if we're continuing that. We've got Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Sunshine, and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Those are the 3 that are head to head to head right now. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. We've got, yeah, more than a day left. So, things can definitely change. But currently, like I said, it's 3, 4, 5, and that is 3 for Suikoden, 4 for Super Mario Sunshine, and 5 for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. So, very, very close. Leaflet, you're leaning Sonic just because I think you'll never leave the Chow Garden. Haven't played the game yourself, but I have 2 friends that are obsessed with it. Yeah, I have to say that the reason I am most excited to play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is not for its story, but more for the Chow Garden. I additionally do want to do the story. I don't think I ever finished it as a kid, but like, come on. The Chows are so cute. We have little Chow stream avatars. I don't think anyone here is one right now, but they are an option. So hopefully we'll see a lot of little Chows running around on screen as well whenever we do end up playing that Sonic game. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to say on the poll, but just make sure you get... Oh, I know what I wanted to say. There was something. You are allowed to vote for more than one game. I did put, like, in the poll title, vote for all that interest you, because I don't know, maybe you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Maybe you're happy to see like 2 out of the 3 get streamed, or even all 3. Like, not much of a point in voting if it is all 3, but if there's 2 that you're like, oh yeah, I'd like to see Aurora play that, then you can definitely put those votes in, and it will just help me know how many people are interested in each one, not like limited to just one. So keep that in mind as well. Let's see. Paper King, you also want to see Sonic? Yeah, that one is in the lead right now, but only by 1 vote. So I don't know. If it ends in a tie, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. If 2 of them are tied, maybe I'll just be subversive and pick the 3rd one or something silly. I don't know. No, I shouldn't say that. That's probably not gonna happen. But yeah, we'll have to see. I feel like, I don't know, 70% of the time when I put a poll out, it does end in a tie, and then I end up having to choose anyway. And I'm like, you guys, the whole reason I did a poll is because I couldn't decide. You were supposed to take this burden away from me, and now it's backfired. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time. Let's see. Retrograde, not biased or anything, but Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Well, it sounds like there's a lot of folks here that are being vocal about Sonic, but like I said, only 1 vote in the lead, so I don't know. Let's see. Aria, understand if Sunshine or Sonic wins, but do you think people should give Suikoden a shot? Yeah, I would be super interested in finishing the story. I just was a little nervous about how long it was, as you know. So I didn't want to, I guess, have everybody join me on that journey if it wasn't what they were feeling right now. But I think I will come back to it at some point if it doesn't end up winning this time, you know? Ben, you're just playing the amazing Spider-Man on your Xbox 360. Hey, your cable came! Congrats, Ben. I'm glad you got it all set up. Aurora has played 10 to 11 Mario games already. Watched the live action movies and listened to us blab about the games for a long time. It's her time to go the speed of sound. Plus, what's a better way to start summer than hanging out with some adorable chow in a pretty garden? Aw. Chibi definitely makes a strong argument. 10 to 11 Mario games, though. Is that true? I need to check. I've got my whole list of games. Let me go from the beginning. Okay, so we had Thousand Year Door the first time. That's technically a Mario game. I'm not counting Luigi's Mansion, because that's a Luigi game. But Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, that's 2. Mario Paint, we did that literally for 1 stream multiple years ago on Mario Day, so I don't know about that one either. We'll do that as like maybe a 3rd one if we need to get close. I just feel like Chibi's estimate of 10 to 11 Mario games is kind of high, so like maybe 3, but definitely 2. What else have I got in here? Kirby and Pikmin. The original Paper Mario. Okay, so that's for sure a third one. We'll still say maybe a fourth for Mario Paint. And then Mario Thousand Year Door the second time. I did Mario Party for one stream as well, so maybe we'll put the two one stream ones together as one, and then we're at 5 so far. And no, that's the end of my list. So yeah, 5 Mario games. 3 of them have been Paper Mario. 2 of them have been the same Paper Mario. So I think I've played more Zelda games than that. I think Zelda has been more dominant. And we've done 4 Pikmin games. So like that's pretty far up there as well. Like I've actually completed 5 Mario games. If we exclude the 2 that I did just for one stream. And Mario Party, like, I don't know if that really counts either. So yeah, I don't think Mario's like overly represented in my stream catalog, but Sonic definitely is underrepresented because I've never played a Sonic game. But that being said, I've never played a Suikoden game on stream other than yesterday either. So there you go. See, Suikoden personally hasn't interested you, but we'll see. Yeah, and that's totally okay. And that's why I want to leave it up to the vote. Make sure that we're all excited for the next game. Kate, when Siva said it's the type of activity that makes me want to send her to bed without dinner. Dinner was definitely something else. Oh, okay. I would not have assumed that, but thank you for the information, Kate. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Timmy, don't be soaping yourself. Oh my. You're allowed to share your opinion, and that's okay. Yuki, hope Mario Sunshine wins because it would be a perfect summer game. Oh, true. Because it's all about the sun shining, maybe? No, you get shine. Are they just called sprites or are they called shine sprites? Because I think I looked this up once because they're the same things that show up in Thousand Year Door, but they're like, for some reason, called something different in the 2. And it was like, one of them called them sprites and the other one called them shine sprites. Or do I have that wrong? Maybe they do call them the same thing, but maybe that's more where the sun comes in. But it's a tropical island game, so there's that as well. Kate, and look, yes, sometimes I go, Civis, a few times and then say hi. But sometimes you do tell her that and tell her something interesting. This is only half the story. I see. Well, maybe doing it half the time is enough to bother Civis, I suppose. Also, you being able to quote Civis like that about the to bed without dinner thing, does that mean that you were there when you were supposed to maybe be asleep, Kate, having gone off to bed, you know, getting some rest or something like that? Paper King, some high-powered graphics cards need extra power from your power supply, so they plug into an extra slot as well. Oh, so that makes things more complicated. Chibi, you've been chibi napped. Oh no, by Yuki. Ah! You were lucky that yours slotted in your graphics card, Arya. Yeah, I'm glad that you got your computer upgraded. Always very exciting. Hey, Blade is here. Thank you for the lurk, Blade. Getting ready for work. Have fun. Drive her insane. Oh my. Okay. Well, thanks for the lurk, but not thanks for that. But I do hope you have a good day at work anyway, Blade. Thank you for the lurk. Yuli, the new card took a second PCIe cable. Okay, what? I don't know what that is. And for a while, I didn't think it was gonna fit. Oof. PCIe slots were too close to the back of the case, but you made it work and finally got its support bracket in. And the old wires plugged in. The wires are part of the original system from 2011. Whoa. So, I mean, it sounds like you've taken really good care of things that you're able to use those cables from so long ago. And it sounds like they also work with your new graphics card, so that's awesome. I'm glad you got it to fit. Oh man, that must have been scary when you're like, oh, don't know if it's gonna make it in here. Paper King, gotta keep yourself responsible. You have no one to keep you in line. But when you do find something, you're gonna be crazy responsible and someone is gonna be spoiled. Wait, what are you talking about, Paper King? Keep yourself responsible in regards to... Are you thinking of doing graphics card upgrade or something like that? Leaflet, some more happy news. Your students got their written exam grades today and they did really well. Oh, that's amazing. You're so, so, so proud of them. One of them was so happy that they ran up and hugged and cried and told you how happy they were. Oh, your heart grew 3 sizes. It was so nice. That is amazing. That's like the moments that teachers live for, right? Oh my gosh. Look at the huge difference that you made in that student's life. That's so awesome, Leaflet. You should be super proud of that. Oh, love that. Aria, that would do it. Oh, and yeah, the Windows 11 upgrade. I think Ely has other plans as far as what I remember from what Ely has said. They're looking into like Linux stuff, right? Or did you already do that? I can't remember if you like switched it over already. Paper King, you love stories like these. Yeah, isn't it so sweet? Leaflet student. After one of your own, it got you. Wait, after a story of your own like that got you into the school counseling field. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Look at it. And that means students are changing. Or were you the student and then that brought you into the field? I thought you were meaning like you were a teacher and then a student like, had a moment with you and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to be a counselor now. But maybe you were the student in the situation. But still, I love the impact that people have on each other's lives like this. Kate, that vote was difficult as you love both Sunshine and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. But that's what I'm saying. You can put them both on there. If you'd be happy with either one, put a vote for both. And then, like, unfortunately for Arya and other folks who want Suikoden to win, it would just be, like, less likely that, that your third option would not win. But then, like, the two that you're rooting for, you've given them both a better shot. Let's see. Ironically, you could vote for all three. Yes, you could vote for all three. It wouldn't change anything. Voting for all three is the same as voting for none, but voting for two or one does make a difference. Ely seems to be working today. You told Windows not to update the graphics, so its drivers should take over. Got it. Well, I think it is all working, right? You said that you got it installed. I imagine that you may be on your computer now. So is it, yeah, you'll have to let us know. Is it installed and working or just installed so far? Kate, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is also the first real attempt at Sonic having a proper story that isn't just Eggman bad. Actually, let me pull the box off my shelf real quick. So when I was looking for little like summaries to put for each of the games, I was like, oh, I have these boxes. Let me just read the back of the box. So that's where I got Mario Sunshine's description. Suikoden is off of Steam, but Mario Sunshine's off the back of the box, and I grabbed Sonic's box, and it didn't have one. And so I was like, maybe there's something in the manual. And so I checked, and there is. And there's a prologue story, which is what I put for the description of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the poll. But I only put half of it because they have the hero side prologue, and they also have the dark side prologue. So since the hero one is already on Discord, let me read you the dark side story. It says, while searching for a top-secret weapon known only as Shadow, the evil genius Dr. Eggman penetrates the security of a high-level military base. Deep inside the compound, Dr. Eggman discovers that the weapon is actually a black hedgehog claiming himself as the ultimate life form, a creature known as Shadow. Shadow invites Dr. Eggman to Space Colony Ark and reveals the Eclipse Cannon, an enormous weapon capable of destroying the world, more than enough to entice the evil genius to help out Shadow in his quest to conquer the world. Just as they begin to revel in their plan for destruction, the villains are startled by a menacing bat named Rouge, who offers her help as well. Thus, the plot to conquer the world begins. So that's the prologue. I thought it was really funny that they had like the villain side of things as well as the hero side of things, but I guess it makes sense for this game since you get to play as all the different characters. So it was a nice attention to detail. Apologies for only putting half of it in the poll, but it got a little long having both halves there. So, but yeah, so there's that. It does give it a little bit more background. See if go with Sonic. If she's the one that people didn't vote for. Yeah, Arya. But you never know. Like I said, there's not a big difference between votes right now. Now it's 2 votes in the lead. Oh, did somebody else put one for Sonic? I suppose maybe it happened. Let's see. Not the biggest Sonic fan, Yuki. I mean, I guess I wouldn't say that I necessarily am either, since, I have zero history of playing Sonic on stream. And even though I had this game as a kid, I already said I have never actually finished it. So, I don't know if I have a full Sonic game to my name right now. But who knows? Maybe playing it on stream will make me realize how much I've been missing all these years. Just know Sonic will take forever. You think so? I mean, maybe I am just like not familiar with the game, but I know that Kate and Blade for sure both basically have the entire thing memorized and could tell me exactly where to go. But I'm also just, I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to 100% it. I suppose I didn't look it up on how long to beat, so maybe, what if it is just as long as Suikoden? Paper King, Thousand Year Door was when you first met me. Aw, the good old days. Yeah. And with a name like Paper King, I would hope that that is where we have met. Hey, Lady KB is here. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Thank you for giving her a shout out, Chibi. And heck yeah, you were playing some Stardew Valley recently too. Whenever we do eventually get started here, you're welcome to jump on the farm with us, Lady KB. And that goes for anybody as well that is feeling like they want to play some Stardew with us today. As always, we are playing on our community farm. And we have a redeem to join the farm if anybody would like to do that. There is no restrictions on the number of players that we can have on the farm. I've got it set up so any number of people can join. We've got a list here. These are the folks that have joined so far. So if you don't see your name there, go ahead and click the redeem and the channel point dealy thingy, and you can hop on in with us. Aria, even if we don't do everything, it could easily take 60 plus hours. No way! I'm not gonna play that game for 60 plus hours, so I don't think that sounds desirable to me, I have to say. So I can at least tell you, well, okay, 60 stream hours is different than 60 like real game hours, but even 60 stream hours, I don't know. Feels like a lot, feels like you two have been friends for decades. Aww. Chibi's so awesome. We have been, if you're talking about me and Chibi, we've been friends for quite a few years now. I streamed Bug Fables like almost at the start of when I began streaming. It was maybe like, I don't know, a couple months in. Let's see. Yeah, it was in my very first year streaming. Oh, Jin, hello friend. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Leaflet, could never really get into it, but you did enjoy Sonic Heroes for some reason. See, that's the other GameCube game that I have of Sonic that I purchased somewhat recently that I was thinking of like putting that one up there, but this is the one that's like been on my list way longer, so that's why that one got added to the poll. Let's see. Lady KB, you're good. A little tired, but good. Oh, okay. Well, if you just want to chill today, no worries. No pressure to play. We'll keep an eye on Harvey for you, you know. Heroes has a good soundtrack, though you're also not the biggest Sonic fan. Oh, man. I feel like there's lots of people in chat being like, yeah, Sonic. And then lots of people being like, man, Sonic. But nobody's like super excited for Sunshine other than I think Yuki was the one that mentioned it before, right? But nobody else. Oh. And we've had a couple people talking about Suikoden as well. McDonald's Sprite? What? Like Shine Sprite? Is that what they're called in Mario Sunshine? A McDonald's Sprite? Yes, I'm sure that's what we're gonna run across if we play that one. You watched Swiss's VOD. Okay, I thought I caught you, Kate. Well, I had my starting scene screwed up, so I had to where I rated. Gotcha. Alright, I can't wait for you to fight the hardest fight in all of Sonic Adventure. The camera! Oh no. I thought that this Sonic game was supposed to be better than some of the other Sonic games, though. Aren't there some, like, crazy, glitchy nightmare ones? Paper King, you're envious of great friendships like that. Aw. Well, I bet you've got a lot of, longer friendships in your life as well, but looking forward to having a long friendship with you too, Paper King. Eggman, the cameraman, trying to doom Sonic. Keeping yourself responsible was when I was talking about, oh, Fran keeping me doing the laundry. Gotcha. I have to police yourself. That's right. You were the one that brought up the laundry. That's my bad with doing chores. I see. The case and the cables are from 2011. They just about had to cry on the floor. Oh, Ely. Water and Grace did a great job supporting, so tears didn't happen. Oh, I'm so glad they were there for you. Were you doing it on video or something to have them help? The laptop now runs Linux. Amazing. So you'll have to see, I guess, what you end up doing with the PC as well. But yeah, oh my gosh, that sounds so stressful. But you made it through. You did it, Ely. Sure, you'll find a friend like that, Paper King. You're a cool guy. Yeah, Paper King has been like so sweet and kind ever since we met him. Makes the coolest Paper Mario content that I've been really appreciating. Like volleyball lover. What's not to like? You had a moment during a volunteer experience back in 2018 when you provided groceries for a low-income elementary school. Despite their circumstance, all the kids were so happy and creative and had ambitions. Just wanted to be around all of that. Wanted to be grateful for the little things and find peace here and there. Oh, in the here and now. I mean, that's really nice, Paper King. So that's what made you want to go into school counseling? Is that it? Oh, I love these stories. Okay, I am realizing kind of how far behind I still am. It's not crazy bad, but I think I am gonna get the farm started. Like I said, anybody who wants to join, feel free to hop on with us. I will say that as soon as we start the game, there should be a baby ostrich happening. So if anybody wants to be the one to name this baby ostrich, go ahead and do the name generator redeem, because that's what you can use to name it, and it's just first come first serve. So whoever redeems it first, we're gonna go with that one. If anybody else like happen to also press it around the same time, I'll just go ahead and send those points back. But I don't know, this is our first ostrich on the farm, so I think it's pretty exciting. Did we get one in? Choco! Like little chocobo! Oh my god, so cute! I love it! And yeah, anybody who's playing on the farm, let me get the join code for you in case you need it. Copy that real quick. And let me put it in the Discord for everybody. Join code for today. There we go. Cool. All right, so at least we got that up and going. And look, I've got a little rainbow outfit. Illy gave me a tie-dye t-shirt last time, so we can have a little pride fit. Isn't that cute? I love it. Let's see if the ostrich trigger does happen. Let's see. Ely, you're on the computer. It's installed and working. Woo! Hey, there you are, Ely. Welcome in. I'm gonna head in. Oh, that's right. We had to sell a pig last time. Oh shoot, do I want to do that? We have a lot of cows. I think the pigs are bigger money makers than cows, and we've had cows for way longer. Let me just check their names. Oh, and Queen of Sauce today too. Okay, Otis. Oh god, I can like pause for a second. We have Otis, Bloomer. That's Kate. We have a critter, a farm animal named Kate, and a farm animal named Bloomer. I want to keep both. Hey, we got Lady KB on the farm too. Welcome in. Okay, Franchin, we definitely have to keep. I'm thinking of doing one of the white cows since we have two brown cows, but let me just double check their names. Tamagotchi, that's cute. And Oatmeal. Okay, I think Otis is gonna have to be the one. I'm sorry, Otis. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. The game pauses when someone joins. Got it. Okay, so we go back in. Eee, a new ostrich has hatched. It's a big one. Ooh, frong. Nah, can't be having that. Choco, so cute. Maybe it's Choco like chocolate, but I'm thinking Choco like chocobo because that's also a big old bird. Look at it. Aww. All right. Okie doke. Let me keep going on with chat. No description. Creepypasta for the Sonic Adventure 2 battle game. No, they just had it in the manual, and it turns out it's because they wanted to write way too much about the game, so I'm sure it just wouldn't fit on the back of the box, I think is what happened. If Sonic wins, please play Dark Side Story first. The preview for the hero story, and it is hilarious. Oh, okay. Kate, how long do you think it's going to take me to play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle? Because I've heard Arya's estimate, and it's got me a little worried, I have to say. So I hope that I finish it a little sooner than Arya's estimate. But, I mean, I guess it is sounding like it's 2 games in 1. I don't think I really thought all that much about its structure kind of being that way. I'm pretty sure that I just thought like, oh, you play a bunch of different levels as different characters, but I didn't realize that it was like the same story twice over, once from the villain's perspective and once from the hero's perspective. So that's kind of like my own inexperience with Sonic, especially this game, I suppose. Well, not especially. This game I should have the most experience with compared to others, but uh, so I guess no excuse. I don't know. Anyways, see, genuinely shocked how much of a Sonic fan that you became. Aw. You're pretty good at Sonic, though, aren't you, Chibi? I mean, at least I think you are. I'm just gonna wander around doing random chores. Off to raid Harvey's apartment. Sounds good, Lady KB. Let's see, 17. I'm gonna start planting corn because I think that goes over into fall. So I might need to grind some stuff up for that. Sonic Adventure 2 battle takes 2 hours if you know what you're doing. Okay, but that's not me. You know it's not gonna take me 2 hours. So what an estimation for an Aurora playthrough where you know that I'm gonna be chatting a lot as well. I know it's gonna be kind of hard to estimate that because we don't always chat the same amount every stream, but I have been pretty consistent so far with my playtimes being twice as long as how long to beat, so probably should have looked it up. I didn't look up that one or Mario Sunshine. Does it make Sonic go even faster? I think there's probably just some... I don't think it's a glitch, if I had to guess. I bet you there's some way that you can just find the game credits, like, in 2 hours. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it would be a glitch. Kate, third movie takes quite a bit from the game. Oh, sorry. Chibi said the third Sonic movie takes from this game, right? And then Kate says, yes, the third takes quite a bit from the game. Actually, as I was reading out that little prologue thing, I was like, dang, this sounds a lot like the third Sonic movie. Though it changes a few key things compared to the game. Yes, like... I guess I won't spoil it, but there's certain characters that are in the movie that, as far as I know, don't exist in the game, at least based on that prologue. Seems like they don't. Let's see. Paper King. If I play Sonic, I should totally have a Chow karate tournament where you name your Chow after all your viewers and pit them against each other. Wait, that actually sounds like a really good idea. Everybody gets their own Chow and we have to see what's going to happen. I love that. You'll have to remember that idea if we don't end up playing Sonic. Yeah, because I have been wanting to do Chow Garden stuff for the longest time, but I didn't know or think about that being a thing. Probably would skip stream till Sonic is done. That's fair enough, Yuki. It's not going to be everybody's jam. I don't think there's been anybody that's loved every game that we've played. Not even me. I've had some stinkers looking at you, Outbound Ghost. Pom Pom, I have to say too, is pretty stressful. Even when I was like getting things right in that game, I wasn't like proud of myself the way that I was when I did Super Metroid. I was just like still super stressed out for some reason. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I did it. Thank God it's over, kind of thing. Sorry, I am looking for corn seeds because I wanted to start planting those. I don't think we have any, so I'm just going to start grinding up corn. Probably not much is going to get planted today if I had to guess with how slow I'm going. Can show you how to make a bracket if you want in the Chow Garden. Yeah, when and if the time comes, Paper King, definitely go for it. You and Blade literally raced the entire game in a night, which again, you two know what to do. You know that, like, I know that the Chaos Emeralds are randomized in their location every time, so there is that. But like, I think that you just have a good understanding of like the moves that you need to do to reach certain places on the map and whatnot. So, let's see. So you raced the entire game tonight. But for guiding, you think you'll need to be on mic. Sonic doesn't exactly play nice with Twitch delay, but don't want to shoehorn yourself in there. Okay, I'll think about it. I feel like probably what we'll end up doing is starting without and see how it goes. But again, we have no idea. Don't know yet. There's more than 24 hours between us and Wednesday's stream, so anything could happen. Let's see. Harvey needs his pickles, Lady KB. I thought Was it pickles that he liked? For some reason I was thinking coffee. Didn't you say that Harvey likes coffee? Which pickles, if it was pickles? Dibs on the pink chat with the hammer. Shibby, we wouldn't give you anything else if that does exist. I didn't know that that was a thing. He loves coffee too. Okay, Lady KB's just going for the pickles though, I suppose. Aria, how long to beat isn't very accurate on this one. Main story plus even a bit of side questing is probably about 25 hours from your experience. Took you 200 hours to 100% the game though. Did you like, I'm assuming not use any guides in order to do that, but again, I'm not 100%ing. I definitely don't want to do that. 24 hours, or sorry, 25 hours for you. I guess that would be close to 60 hours for me on stream. If I doubled that, it'd be 50, right? Let's see. Getting all A ranks is a fun challenge. Not necessarily saying I would do that either. Remember community noms are by the sign. Oh yeah, Ely put a bunch of food in the bin by their house. Thanks for doing that, Ely. But yeah, if I'm feeling it, I might try and do that. But I'm not going to say that that's a goal of mine. Like I said, I am much more interested in the chow aspect. The story, I guess the story, I'm more interested in the story. It sounds silly to say it that way, but like story mode part of the game, that's mostly like, I just want to know what happens. So, I don't want to be like torturing myself for 100%. It's not very often that I do that in stream games, so. Sonic Adventure 2 isn't even your first Sonic game, let alone your first Sonic Adventure game. Dang. Sounds pretty brutal. Yikes. Well, you know, if it happens, we'll see how it goes, I suppose. How it goes, I suppose. You folks are awesome. Chibi, you are also awesome. You don't have to add the no in there. We can all be awesome together. One eggy left. Totally at work right now, but hope the games are fun. Aw, thank you, Jin. I hope you have a good day at work. Thanks for giving Jin a shout out. KB, oh my gosh, I just got to Lady KB's message. I'm here, ready for Stardew. Oh lord. Okay, just a bit behind. I'm gonna get there. It'll happen. Okay, gotta put these maters away. Kate, not the entire game, but you and Blade race the entire story mode. Also lies. You're excited for Sunshine. You love both. Okay. I'm gonna just need to Kate vote for both though, because that's what I want. I feel like nobody was voting for both, as far as I could tell. Let's see. I don't see a Kate vote for Sunshine, just saying. So if you are excited for both, I feel like that makes sense. But maybe you're more excited for one over the other. Who knows? You'd be excited for Sunshine, but even you recognize it's a dark horse across the 3D Mario games. That is also kind of what I've heard, but it's the GameCube one. And also I've never played one of the 3D Mario games before. This would be my first one. And I've like kind of watched, I don't know, maybe like Kate streams some of another one or something like that, but not really, like I haven't really been exposed to it is what I mean. So the series. So even if this one's not the best, like I don't have something to compare it to show me that. So I think it'll be okay. Like if it's my first one, that should be all right. Yeah. Let's see. Leaflet, just you're huge on Nintendo in general. There are some good games that you think it's slightly oversaturated. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yes, I guess yes now. Like when I think about retro games, I'm like, no, actually I want to play this and this and this. But when I think about the games now, I'm like, meh. Like, I didn't play... Well, I mean, I just told you guys I haven't played any of the 3D Mario games, so none of those. Certainly not the new ones of those. And like even the new Zelda games other than Echoes of Wisdom, like I haven't really done those. So yeah, there's a lot of like new Nintendo stuff that I'm not as interested in as some of the oldies, but that's okay because we can play the oldies as much as we want. Kate says the camera is okay mostly in Sonic Adventure 2. It's worse in certain characters type stages. Okay, so we'll be struggling with it more sometimes than others when we get to that game. Super nice of you to say. Glad you decided to come to the 1,000 Year Door stream. Me too, Paper King. I don't think we need to save these. Do we need to save these? I'll double check. It's getting late, I know. I just want to put some stuff in a bin, and then I will go to bed. Alright, we had space for him. It's fine. Quickly, talk more, don't let it get up. Why? It just means that I might not remember the context of your messages by the time I get there, and then I sound like a fool because I don't know what's going on. Oh, man. Let's see. Oh, also, did I thought that Chibi was the one that named our ostrich. Because I just saw the pink name and I didn't even notice. So Arya was the one that named the ostrich. Okay, that makes me think even more that it's Chocobo because obviously magic. Okay. Let's see. Paper King. Hi Leaflet, how's it going? How's your day? Tell me about everything that happened to you thus far. We have to fill up chat. Leaflet's gonna be like, okay, first I woke up, then I pulled off the covers, then I got out of bed, then I went to the bathroom, and it's gonna be way more detail than any of us wanted. Retrograde, you never played Stardew Valley. Oh, really? This game is super sweet and cozy, and there's so many secrets to it that are really fun to discover. Like, the ostrich thing is really new to me, and I was actually in another person's stream recently, and they were like, oh yeah, I've been playing. Whoa! I don't know what these are. See? So many. Mystic syrup from what? What is this tree? But yeah, anyways, the streamer that I was talking to, she said she'd been playing Stardew for years, but I think had stopped for a bit. And then the update that came out recently, she hadn't really played much of it. So she didn't know about ostriches either. And she's like, oh my God, I can't wait till I get one. It's a mystic tree. So did we get mystic tree seeds then, Ely? Lady KB, if you want to harvest and keep working on your farming, we got a bajillion blueberries for you today. Let me give you my scythe so that way you can do it a little bit faster. My iridium scythe is in your chest, in this purple chest if you want. Hey, Boost Merry-Go-Round, welcome in. Aw, thank you so much for the bits. How are you doing today? Anyway, sorry Retrograde. Never played Stardew. Your main jam has always been Minecraft. You tried Terraria a long time ago, but you found it boring compared to Minecraft. You made the Mystic Tree Seeds. Okay. You're at level 10 farming. Okay. But Queen of Blueberries. Sure, you can go for it if you want. I see. So I've actually not really played Minecraft almost at all, Retrograde. My cousin, a long time ago, like years and years ago, had me try it out once. And it was like not my favorite thing, but I think he put me in survival mode. And the first night happened and one of those green thingies killed me like immediately. And I was like, okay, cool. Thanks for letting me try this. And I put the game down and never picked it back up again. But honestly, the aesthetics of Stardew, like I feel that you can't beat them. If you're into pixel art, like is so good. And unfortunately for me, Minecraft is not, it's not pleasing to my eyes. So I don't really, I don't know. I have a hard time playing games where I don't love the way that you look. Oh, might you have the mystic syrup? Yes, sorry, Ely. What a polite way to ask. Might I have the mystic syrup? Oh, I think we have to sell one, by the way. Or maybe I have to sell one. I think you said the selling collections were on our own. But like this is clearly mystic syrup. So if there's one to spare eventually, we should sell one. Okay. All right, Paper King. You're no, always ready to eat video game animals. Stop. The poor piggies. They just search for truffles for us. We don't do anything else with them, okay? They're gonna have long lives on our farm. Beautiful, long lives. Kate, the way that you see Sunshine is best controls until Odyssey, but worst slope physics. Okay, that feels like something very specific. Slope physics. I forgot to put my blueberries away. Summer blueberries. Don't think you could talk about a whole decade before stream ends. Wait, did he say decade? I think he just said day. Whole. What? Crazy take. Crazy take that it has the best controls leading up until Odyssey. What do most people say about it? Also, oh, that was my scythe. I was like, why do I have a gap in my pockets? Got it. I presume that most people are more on Arya's side, where they think it's more of the dark horse. Oh, my cheese! I do that every time. I usually put away my cheese and my coffee in Ely's bins. Okay. Put the scythe in my chest. Thank you, Lady KV. I saw you popping out of my house, and I was like, guess you just wanted to explore a little bit. Let me grab it here. Thank you. Kate, the control is great. Mario does everything that you want him to do compared to 64, which controls terribly. However, the slope physics are what kill you 90% of the time. I'm so confused what slope physics are. I guess just like an incline in the game and you sliding down it. I never really thought about like differences in that in games, but I guess you can decide to make it more slippery or not. Is what kills you most of the time, and Mario's wall jump is a bit iffy because they went with a realistic approach with it, where you jump off the angle you are facing. Okay, I think this will make sense to me once I've played it, probably, because I don't know. Let's see. Thank goodness it's optional. Wait, thank goodness what is optional? Plinko level? That must be something in Super Mario? Something in Sonic? Something. It is something. Okay. Cool. I guess I'll learn about it later. If it's optional and it's suffering, no. I'm not gonna do it. You're horrible at Sonic. Are you just a Sonic fan as in like the movies and stuff and less so the games, Jimmy? I thought you played some of the games. Okay, you do agree Pachinko level sucks. Maybe it's a Mario thing, 'cause there's like always gambling parlors in the Paper Mario games, so maybe... Oh, I didn't count Super Paper Mario when I was listing out all the Mario games, so we for sure had 5 full Mario games. But yeah, they always have gambling parlors, so I'm gonna assume that it is a Mario thing rather than a Sonic thing. Let's see. Never had trouble controlling Mario in N64, but you grew up with the game and you're biased. Aw. She was just like, I'm a pro. I never had trouble. Ely says Aurora. Hello. Oh, hi. Thank you. I shall sell it. Paper King, you mess around with glitches too much. To only take 2 hours on it. Finishing the game in 2 hours. I also don't want to mess around with glitches though in my playthrough either. I want to do it without glitches, but also probably not in 2 hours. Mario Sunshine is the perfect summertime game. Oh, that's what Yuki said as well. Hey, we got Leo in. Welcome, welcome. Super sick. Oh no, you're still sick, Leo. Been taking your medicine, so you're feeling a tiny bit better. Okay. I'm glad to hear there's been some improvements. I'm sorry that you're still not feeling well, though. Oof. That is always super sucky. I spent so much of last year getting sick. It just felt like every time I left the house I would get sick. So I really do hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much for giving Leo a shout out, Chibi. No handsome Agent Stone in the Sonic game. Probably not, Chibi. Probably not. Paper King, they have a little computer in the Emerald hunting levels where you click on it and it gives you hints on where to look, as well as a radar that lets you know when you're close. Does it just beep at you? I feel like I have seen gameplay footage where it's just like beeping at you, kind of playing hot and cold. That doesn't sound the most fun, but you know, we'll do what we gotta do. Used a guide for the medals and the Chow Garden after you gave up. Yeah, oof. It sounds like you really had a time with it, Arya. I'm sorry. Jimmy, you object, not awesome. Objection overruled. You 100% are awesome, Chibi. What the heck? Why did you say that? Overruled the overruled? No! Arya and I both overruled it, and you can't overrule the overrule. Only the judge can. And even though you use a hammer, you can't be the judge. And just because I say so. So there. Oh my goodness. Wait, hold up, Rory. You haven't played Mario 64? No, I haven't. Tries to break down the clinic doors. RB has line. Are you going on a date with him at his office or something, Lady KB? But yeah, I've never played Mario 64. I've hardly played any N64 games because I never had the console. So we did play original Paper Mario through the Switch Virtual Console N64. Trying to think if there's any others. I think I've got a Kirby game on my list from the Virtual Console, but I didn't put Mario 64 on the list. I don't know. I don't love platformers that much. Y'all already know that. I've made lots of exceptions, and I've been proven wrong in some. I definitely have enjoyed some. But Mario 64 seemed like a game that could potentially be frustrating. I don't know if everything that I'm saying also maybe applies to Mario Sunshine, but I know that there's like the water jetpack thing, and I thought that one maybe like included a bit more hovering because of it, and so I thought, oh, it's different. So, I don't know. Should I be ashamed of my lack of finishing / playing at all Mario 64? Sunshine feels quite a bit awkward to control. It's fun and has great level design at times, but still has its issues, it sounds like. Ooh, you found a meteor on the farm. Nice, Ely. Not huge sorry, missing a word there. Not huge sorry, missing a word there. If I read something wrong, yeah. I always do that. If there's a not, I exclude the not. If there's no not, I add it in, and then I make the opposite meaning of whatever somebody said in their chat. And I don't know how. I always get it backwards. Like literally leaving out words or inserting words where they don't belong. It doesn't make any sense, but I do it. And yeah, sounds like it's occurred once again. Whoopsie daisy. True Torture is playing a modern AAA game. Whoa. Now that's a hot take, but I also don't necessarily disagree with it. Yuki, you will say one of the only annoying things about Sunshine is getting all of the blue coins. Okay, if this is something, once again, that is not required unless you're trying to do 100%, meh. Like, I want to go through all the levels and I want to see the story stuff, but if it's like just collecting things without, I don't know, some kind of very interesting story reward or something like that, not sure if I would really go for it. Alright, I'm gonna grab the milk and mayonnaise, or sorry, cheese and mayonnaise in the barn and coop, and then I should be good for the bed. You don't see the ostrich! I'm coming! Better not have lost the ostrich. What the heck? What the heck? Ely! Where is it? Where is it? Could it be? I mean, it's small enough that it could be hiding behind some of these. Oh my gosh. Like, does this look funny? Right here? No, it's probably just a wood panel the cow is standing on. Oh no. Well, we'll have to check tomorrow. It couldn't just disappear. Like, that's not a thing, right? So it should be okay. Booze merry-go-round. Hello once again. Let me grab this. I'm just getting the part in chat where you entered, so I'm still running behind. Working on it. The good ones are usually 100+ hours. The good ones, what, like games in general? I don't know if that's true. Choco is here in the barn. Okay, good. Lady KB found him. Oh, poor little Choco. Got hidden behind some bigger animals, probably. Thanks for giving Boost Merry-Go-Round a shout out, Chibi. You're just chilling. Nice. Sounds like you're having a good afternoon then, or whatever time of day it may be. Chibi, you personally like creative mode in Minecraft. I think that probably would have been a better place for me to start rather than survival mode, because like I said, I died on the first night. I also think that my cousin wasn't really like giving me pointers of what to do. I think he just kind of like threw me in. So that would have been a little bit better. Counterpoint, Harvest Moon. Counterpoint for the long games being good or not, or something else. I'm not sure. I also have not finished a Harvest Moon game, maybe? I can't remember for sure if I finished Magical Melody or not. I want to say no. And that one is on my list of games to stream eventually. That was actually the very, very first game that I ever started on stream, but I did not finish it. And so I do need to return to it someday. Might enjoy Unleashed. The Black Knight is a little strange. Sonic Unleashed? Sunshine has pachinko. Sonic has pinball. Both are pain. Oh god. Okay, sounds like that I would skip either one. Like maybe try it once or something and be like, yeah, no. Chibi only played Sonic 2 games. Oh, Lancetti, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Aw, I was lurking in your stream this afternoon. Little cozy something to have on in the background while I was working. I hope you had a nice time. Let's see. We got Lancetti a shout out. Harvestella, that's right. It looked so sweet. Very nice, cozy game. How did you like it, Lancetti? And yeah, I hope, like I said, I hope everyone had an awesome time in Lancetti's stream today. If anybody does need to head out at this time, no worries. Do what you gotta do, all that good post-stream care stuff, especially Lancetti, coming off your stream. But if anybody is sticking around with us today, we're playing some Stardew Valley, so happy to continue the cozy vibes. Such a fun, cozy game. Oh. I'm assuming it is also farming and whatnot. I was more just listening rather than looking at it, but yeah. Oh, it's combat. Wait. Oh, wait, it's got combat stuff? Is there also farming? Because like Stardew also has combat, but I would describe it as cozy too. Its combat is definitely more involved than Stardew, but the overall farming is a lot like Stardew. You just got cows that give you milk now, yay! And you just entered summer, aww. Well, good, it sounds like you're making some progress in the game. He loves strawberries, who do? Do we care that it's Demetrius's birthday? If you want to care, Lady KB, you can. I don't know what Harvey would think of you, giving another man a gift. But, you know, you can do whatever you want. I think if Harvey is a gentleman, he would not care. Ooh, 20 magma geodes. Small payday today. Last time Ely said that, we got like almost 500,000. It was like 300,000 or something. And I was like, what? It was good. Okay, let me scroll back up to where I was, because yes, I am continuously behind on chat, it seems. Okay. So we saw that Sunshine has Pachinko. That's right. Chibi was saying you only played 2 Sonic games, the OG and Generations. You want to play more, especially Unleashed, the night one, and any with Cream's mom. Oh, she's the bunny, right? I know Cream from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle because she's got her chow and it's like cream and cheese, and I just thought that was the cutest thing ever when I was a kid. I loved that little bit. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing those characters. See, we got right here. Do we save up all the geodes for any reason? Are they used as currency in anything, or should we be cracking those and I don't know, maybe selling what's inside or something? All right, 10:50 a.m. I don't think I've done the animals yet. We should open them. Okay, maybe that's something. After I do the animals, I can just sit there and crack open a bunch of geodes. We can sell them. We can make them into hoodies. Yes. I think I have. Hey, there you are. I think I have already sewn all the different geodes, but I could be wrong. Maybe I should take a few over to my sewing machine and find out. It has Shadow as a knight. How could it not be great? In the one that you described as the night one, I presume, Chibi. It's probably the game that you're talking about. The Black Knight is the name of it. It's called Sonic the Black Knight, or maybe it's called Shadow the Black Knight, or maybe it's just called The Black Knight. I think an ostrich egg is one of the 2 last things that you've got to sell. For me, I think it is the last thing. What else are you missing, Ely, besides ostrich egg? Oh, no, you're right. Tea. I'm missing tea. It is one of the 2 last things that I have to sell as well, then. Let's see. You're a defense attorney and an occasional prosecutor. Well, that does not mean that in this case you are, and your objection is still overruled twice over, Chibi. You like the story a lot. In which one, Arya? The night one? The Black Knight? But it's a little strange. Isn't that the one that's basically the Knights of the Round Table, but with Sonic characters? This sounds very weird. Interesting. You heard that the controls are iffy in the Black Knight one? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just... These ones are geode processors, right? I swear, if we need coal. We don't need coal. Amazing. Alright, I'm just gonna be here all day. You watched a friend play through that. It was a wild ride. Not sure if it was any good. It was wild, but don't know if it was good. No shame in not playing Mario 64. It just took you by surprise, seeing as how many Nintendo games that I played in general. Yeah. I'm just much more into the Paper Mario series than the regular Mario series. Or, like, really any other Mario series, I guess. I do want to play Super Mario RPG, though, eventually. Because I got that one on Switch ages ago, and then I was going to stream it, but then that was, like, when all the crazy stuff was going on in my life, and I was taking a huge break from streaming. And by the time I came back to streaming, Thousand Year Door remake had come out, and so I was like, well, I'm playing that now. So Super Mario RPG unfortunately got kind of left by the wayside. Why is it saying requires 1 coal? I don't have any coal in my pocket. I'm clearly able to... Maybe it thinks I'm trying to do the fish things. Let's see. Blue coins are not required. Most aren't, though. Just a very select few. Okay, then I feel like that will be good enough. If we are required to get some of the blue coins, then I'll be like, there, see? I did some. We're good. Ostrich, where are you? I know, we were panicking. Ely and I were both like, If we do sunshine, you hope I do 100%. You have a list of how to get the blue coins. It depends on how much fun I'm having with it. Like, if I do the few that are required and I'm like, oh my god, getting those blue coins is just a nightmare, I don't want to do any more of these, then yep, that's what would happen. But if I felt like it was a fun challenge, I could be inclined to do a few more. You remember the blue coins minus the birdie ones. So you know where most of them are, it sounds like, Aria. Not huge on Nintendo games. Sorry, you'll be missing context when you get here. Reposting this since you missed it. It's all good. Okay. Oh, you're not huge on Nintendo games. No, I know what you're talking about, because I said... Wait. I do know what you're talking about, but I can't remember if that comment was towards you or me. Probably towards you. You're saying you're not huge on Nintendo games. Is that it? Because we've already talked about how many Nintendo games I've played, to the point where you were surprised that I've not played Mario 64. So, the good AAA games are 100 plus hours. Ah, okay. But the ones that are less are not fun. Interesting. So, specifically applying that to AAA games. Maybe. I'd have to give that some more thought and think about which are the AAA games that I've played and how many hours I've sunk into them. Nico, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? I'm actually going to let these 3 finish processing so I can keep doing them all at once. It's good to see you today. We got Dark Flames in. Did I already say hello to Dark Flames? I don't think I did. Welcome in, Dark Flames. How are ya? Come on, there we go. And we got... Did we get a shout out for anybody? Actually, I don't remember if Nico streams. Well, I trust Chibi with her shout outs. But also, let us know if we missed anybody with shout outs as well. As for an Aurora version, speed version of Sonic Adventure 2, you want to say between 4 and 8 hours. Depends on how much focus you put on chat and the Chow Garden. Whoa. That is so entirely different from Arya's estimate. I don't even know what to think. She was saying 60 plus. But you're including the Chow Garden in that? 6 to 8 hours? What? How could the estimations be so different? Arya, you like Harvest Moon's pixel art style more than Stardew. Okay, that was the counterpoint. So, like, one of the original Harvest Moons, then it would have to be, yeah? Because they didn't stick with pixel art for very long. But I do know that Stardew is very, very, very heavily inspired by the original Harvest Moon game. So, makes sense that this one would be pixel art. But I'm kind of surprised that you think that the original Harvest Moon pixel art is better than this. Because this would be, like, upgraded theoretically with maybe a few more colors and stuff. Let's see, Nico, you just finished dinner. Nice. I hope you're having a good time after dinner. Did you have anything fun? Let's see, you finally made it to Lancetti's raid. Look at that. We're moving up. Pinball and Sonic Adventure 2, thankfully. I'll be safe there. Yeah, no pinball in Sonic. Oh, okay, so I don't have to worry about doing pinball, don't have to worry about ignoring pinball in that game because there is no pinball for me to ignore. Perfect. Let's see. Lancetti, yeah, it's split. You need to farm to make food and keep your energy up, or you can't battle long because you get too hungry and you pass out late at night if you don't go to bed. Okay, so that sounds pretty similar to Stardew, but like I would say that maybe there is more of a focus on combat because it sounds like you're maybe farming in order to give yourself energy for combat, whereas in Stardew, I think you're farming for a lot of reasons and you can use some of your food to keep your energy up in combat if you wish. But yeah, I'll have to check out more of the gameplay hopefully next time that I'm in your stream. I feel like it's just so hard during the workday because it's like I can stop in for a little bit and say hello, but then I'm like, I gotta get to work. Ugh, I wish I could just take like a week off of work and do a staycation and be in streams all day. But I don't have enough vacay days to do that. Fran and I have like certain trips planned and whatnot. One of my friends is getting married this year, as you guys know. I'm in the bridal party, so I've already got a lot of like days already scheduled out for that. Hey, hi! Welcome in. Hello. I should always say hello, hi, so it's less confusing. But good to see you. How are you doing today? To be Cream the Bunny, if you if you remember right. So some of the games have her mom in it, you said. I didn't know that Cream's mom was a character in the games as well. It doesn't really usually have characters' parents, I thought, like Sonic, right? Hey, Eternal Grudge, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. I hope you had a lovely stream. Can we get a shout out for Eternal Grudge, please? Chibi or Ely when you get a chance. Yeah, thanks for popping in. Lancetti, you sold Sonic and the Black Knight because it exhausted your arms when you played from swinging your arms wildly for the sword. This must be a Wii game, I guess, if you're saying that. Oh my goodness. So you legit sold the game because it was too crazy to play. Like the controls made it too crazy and tiring to play. That's kind of hilarious, actually. I love that story. Chibi, you double overrule the overrule. Chibi, you realize we're arguing about calling you awesome, right? And you're in favor of not calling you awesome right now? I don't understand why you're trying to be so adamant against this. Ooh, do I have time to wait for one more round? I'll go to bed. I'll go to bed. Ely's in bed. Poor Aurora, so behind that the context is non-existent. I feel like I'm keeping up okay with most of the chats, hopefully. Hopefully I'm not just babbling nonsense over here. Let's see. Anyways, fish are cool. What? You threw that in to throw me off. Threw it in to throw me off. What do you think of that? No blue coins are required. Oh, so I misunderstood something. You can't wait for the Garden of Pain and Suffering. Is that what you call the Chow Garden? No, that's so sad. The chows are like the cutest part. What do you mean the Garden of Pain and Suffering? Not every long AAA game is good, even if they are 100 plus hours. Okay, I see. So your categorization is under 100 hours, not fun. Over 100 hours could be fun, but not necessarily. And if it is fun, it definitely is over 100. Is that, do I have it correct now, Arya? Ooh, the annual trout derby. Fishing, though. Not sure how much I care about fishing. All right, I should do other chores before I continue with these geodes because I could stand there for a long time before getting anything else done. So we shall do that first. But let me not have these out. I will collect these to put away. I feel like we probably don't need to be having all of these things in this bin. Look, there's even stuff that we didn't even have in there. But I have a really hard time in Stardew not hoarding stuff. I'm just like, oh, I'm never gonna sell basically anything unless it's been fully processed. I'm not selling it, right? And I think a lot of people end up doing that because you never know when you might need it for crafting or somebody needs it for a gift or for a quest or something, and then you're like, oh, well, I just have this in my bin and I'm good to go. And whenever you don't have something in the bin, it feels very stressful. So I don't know. I think that we could be making a lot more money than we have been, but also we're doing pretty okay, so it's probably not a big deal. All right, barn stuff. Oh, I didn't say hello to you, Dark Flames. Well, I'm glad that I have said hello now. Hope you're doing all right today. Arya, mostly you're in for mostly you're in it for the long haul or the rough haul. Now, is this is this for AAA games, or is this for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle? I'm not sure. Maybe both, actually. I feel like it is applicable to both. Cannot wait to get a bit of time off work. To get it more, a little bit more back into dancing. Yes, you were doing the K-pop dancing stuff, weren't you, Leaflet? Seems like you were enjoying that for a while. Have you not been able to do that as much? Or are you thinking like another type of dance that you want to get into as well? Chow is the main game after all. Does everybody just think, ooh, I've reached a new level of understanding. Does everybody just think that like the story part of Sonic Adventure 2 is not what matters and the Chow is like the main part of the game? I didn't realize that if that was the case, but I am in favor of this. Chows are the game. Okay, you're not including the Chow Garden in that. Oh, in the 6 to 8 hours. Okay, okay. You're imagining that I'm going to spend a lot of time there, but not for completing the Chow Garden. Completing the Chow Garden takes an eternity. I think that's what Aria was trying to say with how she jumped from like 60 hours playing, like 100%ing everything other than the Chow Garden. Or no, it was 25, sorry. 60 was her estimate for me. 25 hours in the Chow Garden, or no, gosh darn it, 25 hours on the base game. And then for completion, her time jumped to 200 plus hours. And so that must have all been because of the Chow Garden. So crazy. All right, Hi is here. Just got to that part of the chat to keep y'all informed of my progress here. So welcome in once again, Hi. Neko, yeah, spaghetti for dinner. That's fun though. I feel like Fran and I don't cook pasta that much anymore, to the point where spaghetti actually is kind of an exciting thing for me to have at least. So I hope you enjoyed your spaghetti, Neko. You also had to babysit your cousins today. Oh, how did that go? How old are your cousins? Are they like babies, or is it like, I don't know. Younger kids are probably more of a handful than babies. So I hope that went all right today. But they're going home soon. Okay. Well, no matter what, I hope you had a nice time with them. Okay, also the 4 to 8 hours is assuming 0 or limited amount of guidance. Are you serious? How could this game be that short? You think I could finish all of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, excuse me, excluding the Chow Garden, in 4 to 8 hours with 0 help? I'll just say I am gonna be skeptical of that because I don't have as much confidence in my abilities as you do, it seems. I guess maybe we shall see. I'm gonna spend, oh god, is that 9 million hours? I can't count all the zeros right now in the Chow Garden. Oh lord, I hope that doesn't happen. How long is 9 million hours if we converted that to years? Maybe we'd all be dead by then. I don't know, honestly. Don't really have a, I don't know, like a reference. Is that the right word? Yeah, frame of reference maybe is more descriptive for 9 million hours. Aurora will beat Sonic in no time. If we play Sonic, it is only winning by 1 vote, so, you know. Like I said, anything could happen. There's a shout out for Eternal Grudge. Thanks for doing that, Chibi. Oh, and I should also do the team thing. And I did finally get it set up in my description as well. The Silent and Void team membership. So the info is about them is down there as well. Okay, what am I doing? Geode stuff. So let me pick these up. And then I'll start doing my geodes here. This is an easy task to do while reading chat, so hopefully it lets me catch up a little bit. Correct, that's why you said we must prohibit her from it until the story is finished. I feel like it's not a bad idea for multiple reasons. One of them is that I agree that I don't want to be like wasting a ton of time in the garden and then not be playing the story at all. But the other reason is that don't you unlock things in the Chow Garden by playing the story? So that means that when I do get into the garden, like everything should just be there for me, right? And I don't have to like go back out and do story stuff. I can just be in the garden. Believe she is. Blade said so. Something about me? Believe that I'm what? But Blade said, or somebody else something. I don't know. Then again, you anticipated that I would be past the muse. Oh no, really? In our first Suikoden 2 playthrough, time is hard to predict when there's a lot of factors. But also, Arya, we did have that bad game over that reset some progress. Like, I don't think it took too long to redo it, but it was quite unfortunate. Ugh, that was probably the biggest fail of the Suikoden 2 start. Because if you guys weren't there, we hadn't saved for a while because we had been traveling back from doing this fetch quest, and then as we were traveling back, like all the places that we had saved along the way to get there were no longer there for bad reasons. I'll just say, to try and avoid spoilers. They were no longer there on our way back. There was like maybe one spot we could have saved, but I didn't think about it. And so then we got back to where we were going, and one of the guys was like, hey, we should do some practice fighting, and you can prove to me that like you can fight in the army or whatever. And so I was like, okay, let's do some practice fighting. And he literally said, as long as you get a scratch on me, like I will consider you to be able to fight. And so I with him, and it's a new type of fighting, like one-on-one duels, different than anything that we've tried in the game so far. And I just picked something, like one of the options to do first, and I get a little bit of damage on him. So I'm like, okay, great, I've done a scratch, like I've dealt damage to you, so I have achieved what you asked me to achieve. And so then I just like picked one or two more things. The duel finished. He, you know, beat me because I'm just a weakling compared to this really strong military guy, which I expected. Like I assumed that I was supposed to lose in this fight, but it gave me a game over, and I was like, oh, what the heck? And then we lost all this progress. There was like somebody that we went on a side quest mission to go recruit to our party to help like with the war effort, and like I said, we had like traveled through multiple towns, so we had to come back all that way. And there was I think a really good item that I had gotten that we then lost from the game over, and I was just like, oh my god, so devastating. Because it was also like towards the end of stream, and I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna wrap up soon-ish, and Arya was like, oh yeah, there's a good stopping point coming up, and then I died and I lost so much well, not so much, I want to say it was like 30 minutes, but there was also like about 30 minutes until we reached the good stopping point, so it basically like doubled the amount of time that I was gonna keep playing, and I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, both me and was it Lancetti, you were the one, right, who was like, that shouldn't have been a game over, what the heck happened? And it turns out that the guy wanted us to do more than a scratch. We had to do like 20% or so of his health down is what you had to do in order to succeed at that duel. Like you aren't supposed to beat him. I was correct in that assumption, but I just had to do more than the amount of damage that I thought. I thought it was literally any amount of damage. Apparently not. And then yeah, we were just so surprised that it was like a friendly duel, like with somebody on your side teaching you the mechanics, and they count losing that or like not doing enough damage as a game over. And it's just like, come on. Oh man. So anyways, that might be one reason why I didn't get as far on Suikoden 2 as Arya thought we might. Kate, Cream the Rabbit's mother. Vanilla? Is it in Sonic Advance too? Oh my god. Vanilla Cream? That is so cute. It sounds like they did some really good naming with Cream and all of her family and friends. I appreciate this. Kate, Sonic Advance 2 is actually supposed to be Cream's introduction. Oh, so these are Game Boy Sonic games? I imagine having Advance in the name, therefore Game Boy Advance. Irrefutable proof that Chibi is awesome. She likes bug fables. Yeah, exactly. There you go. See, Chibi, if you think people who like bug fables are awesome, which I have to imagine you think that, then you're awesome. Easy peasy. Sonic Black Knight is a Wii game. Okay, that makes sense then why your arms are getting so tired. Chibi, you just never say anything whenever I bring it up, so you assumed that you didn't. Wait, what? Never say anything. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Chibi. Never say... I don't even know if you're talking to me or somebody else. Oh no. I'm sure whatever you're talking about, if you're following it up with my bad, I disagree that it's actually your bad. So there you go. Because you're doing good, Chibi. We're gonna reduce the apologizing little by little. We'll grind that message into you. Dark Flames, you're doing okay. All good. I'm glad to hear that. Lancetti, the hardest part in Harvestella is that money is only earned from selling stuff. Like you can sell materials, but you might need them to upgrade your weapon, or you grow tomatoes, but you might need them for a recipe. I see. So if you end up selling them for money, now you've lost them for using them in other things. Is that kind of like the balance that you have to strike, I think? All right, I'm going to go ahead and harvest our processed animal goods and sell those and go to bed. Leaflet, you were indeed doing K-pop dance. Yes, I remember you chatting about it a little bit. Why can't? Okay, I don't know. I felt like I was stuck behind something and I couldn't go to the right. There is something there. There's multiple eggs hidden here. Oh my gosh, maybe just one. I was like, yeah, I can't move to the right. What's going on? There we go. Throwing off my groove. Oh, I should have put all those stuff that I got from the magma geodes, put them away. Oh well. Shadow matters, but chows are adorable. Yes. Are you saying that Shadow's part of the story is the other part of Sonic Adventure 2 battle that matters to me? Lancetti, Sonic Adventure 2 has a great story. It's just replay. Oh, its replayability is in the Chow Garden. Got it. Yeah, I know you can raise your Chow to have different like aspects to them, different features. Like sometimes they'll have a halo or like maybe wings or different things, and I think that affects like their stats and their different abilities and whatnot. I don't know. I don't really remember all the details. Sonic Adventure 2 is good. The story is good, but it's very dense. And Kate says, Sonic games are not that long. With help, you could do it in like 4 hours total with focus on chat. Whoa. Okay, this is giving me hope that we won't spend as long on this game as Arya is thinking. I guess, yeah, we'll just have to see when the time comes. Sonic Adventure 2 is very linear, unlike the first, where you need to run to a place and know where to go. The first Sonic Adventure, I see. So you just have to know where to go. Oh my god. So yeah, I definitely would not be able to play that game without help, because I do not like when you kind of gotta search your way through, because as you all know, I get lost very easily. That's why I like having a guide. Arya, usually you recommend starting Chow Garden early. Oh, so the opposite though. Interesting. Oh my goodness. It is so funny hearing feedback about Sonic Adventure 2 from both Kate and Arya, because they say such different things. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Chibi, it'll win. You feel it in your tiny body. It'll win. Who's gonna win? What's gonna win? The Chow? Maybe. Maybe a Chow will win. There's a lot of waiting in the Chow Garden. Oop. Meant to go back in there. And Kate says, which is exactly why we should save Chow Garden for after story mode, to avoid the waiting. We can unlock the stages, and when it comes time to wait for the Chow Garden, we have every stage unlocked to grind for Chow related things. Oh, so it sounds like what I was saying earlier is wrong then, because I was saying like, oh, everything should already be unlocked. Maybe we have a different idea of what finishing the game is? Because if you're saying there's stuff to grind for while we're in the Chow Garden, but I guess it doesn't help you finish the story, it only unlocks things in the Chow Garden? But I'm wondering if Arya is thinking, like, factoring into, I don't know, my 60 plus hours, if that was her estimation, factoring into that, like, maybe grinding for all these different things for the Chow Garden? Like, so is that doing the same level over and over again multiple times or something like that? Queen O'Sauce, thank you, Ely. Bye. Ben, heading out for the night. Thanks for being here, Ben. It was good to have you. I hope you have a good night's sleep. And hopefully we see you around soon. I think I'm getting close to the bottom here, which is good. Let's see, Arya. Yep, even with game over, it took you about 10 minutes to get back. You anticipated that we would beat the first dungeon. Ah, really? Dang. Well, I don't think that I did. Whenever I was playing, I don't think I did anything particularly slow, but maybe I was like talking more than you thought I might be talking or something like that. A whole dungeon. That's right. We did get the item that was like, oh, escape from the dungeon quickly or whatever. So I guess I knew that there were dungeons. This went in here, yeah? Yes. 100 batteries. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Kind of crappy that it gamed over you for that. Yeah, that's what... It surprised me. It felt like it shouldn't have happened there. It felt like the guy should have just either told me like, oh, see, you're not ready for battle, and then kicked me out of duel mode, and maybe I could talk to him again to enter it. Or he should have said, oh, do you want to try again immediately? And like, we try again. But no, got a game over. Kate, thank you for the lurk. Gonna watch stuff with a friend. Sounds good. Enjoy, Kate. Speaking of watching stuff, we have anime night tonight after stream. We're gonna be watching some Cowboy Bebop. We're probably gonna start about around an hour after stream ends. It depends on exactly when I end stream, but it should be 7:30 Pacific time. If you guys check the events on the Discord, it should have the time there in your own time zone if you're interested in watching, because I know Cowboy Bebop is a very popular one, and there have been a few folks who don't normally join us for anime night that have been saying that they're excited to watch Cowboy Bebop. So if that sounds like something you want to join us for, then please feel free. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's been a few weeks since we've had anime night going because of all my travels and whatnot. So finally getting back into it. Lancetti, yeah, speaking in, we lost a lot of time. Unfair game over. I would say other than that, the only thing that I didn't enjoy as much about Suikoden was the tactical part, which I don't know how big that is going to end up being in the game, because we did way more like turn-based RPG fighting than anything else. And if there's like dungeons and stuff too, I have to imagine that's all going to be turn-based too. I just don't think I enjoy like tactical battles as much as I enjoy like the turn-based type fight. I mean, tactical is turn-based as well, or at least this tactical is, but I don't know how to describe the other fights, but it's like smaller groups and stuff. What did you get, Ely? What is this? It's a little plant. Is it a pineapple hat? Tea sapling. Oh, okay. You can see how it kind of looks like a pineapple hat. You made it. Oh, amazing. So that means we're going to grow some tea. Are we putting it in the greenhouse? Is it time to get rid of coffee and start making tea? Oop. We should do it. It does look like a little pineapple hat on you, though. The like little top of a pineapple. We can use a pot. Okay. But what if we wanted lots of tea? The way we have lots of coffee. I'm sure that the coffee probably makes you go faster than the tea does. But yeah, those were the only things about Suikoden that weren't my favorite. But oh my god, the story, the characters. I was surprised how much I felt for the characters, like upon just meeting them. Pelican. They made me fall in love with her immediately. She was just so sweet, like so innocent, and then just, they could not let her have nice things. Like, and by nice things, I mean a nice life. And I was just like, I want to do anything for this girl. Ugh. Yeah. I do want to know what's going to happen to her. I hope she's okay. Like, she's literally been traumatized to the point where she does not talk anymore. So it's pretty awful. Someday sorry won't be in your vocab. Yeah, there you go. At least in the context of apologizing for things that don't need apologies. Harvest goes quality vegetables. Oh, that should be easy. Place the crops in the empty produce box in Pierre's shop. Okay, so I'll have to remember to do that. If I'm one of the folks that picks up veggies, don't sell it. Don't put it in a bin. Put it in Pierre's produce box. Actually, I think we can put any Gold Star produce, so we could just grab it from our bin. Arya, to be fair, duels are tough in Suikoden, but there aren't that many. They're high-stakes battles. See, I don't feel like that came across from the way that that guy was talking. I mean, I suppose the stakes of it were high, because he was like, if you can't do what I've asked you to do, you cannot fight with us. But I just didn't think that it was going to be like one of the harder battles that I fought, I suppose. Dwarf's birthday is tomorrow. Krobus, shoot! I was supposed to be gifting Krobus stuff this week and I forgot. Oh, I was supposed to be saving void eggs. I wonder if I turned all my void eggs into mayonnaise. I think I had those in my pocket at the start and I don't anymore. And I did not give them to Krobus. Oh gosh. Okay. Starting tomorrow, I'm getting void eggs again. Dang it. I had a little store as well. A store of void eggs that I was saving for Krobus. And it was supposed to help me like get through the next few weeks while I got more void eggs. Can always buy void eggs and gift them back. You're a genius, Lady KB. Wait, I didn't even think about that. Chibi, you don't know a lot of the details for Sonic Adventure 2. Well, that'll be good if you want to learn the story along with me if we play it. Lindsay, the first Sonic Adventure has an open map like Twilight Princess. You have one for me. Wait, one? A void egg? Oh, thank you, Ely. I'm just in the shed doing the magma geodes. You can put it in a bin in my house or something. Iridium quality. Ooh. Where are ya? I've got 6 geodes left to process. Actually, but I can only do 5 at a time. So that's 2 more batches. Are you in the coop? Man, I haven't found a void egg at my foot. Oh, you're at Krobus. Oh my goodness. I did not go the right way to get to Krobus. Okay. I'm coming. Okay, so first Sonic Adventure has an open map like Twilight Princess. Sonic Adventure 2 has menus you click through to enter the levels. So you can't get lost. Well, you could get lost in a menu, but it's harder to get lost in a menu. I think I'm just going to go through town, actually. Going super roundabout to get to Krobus. Lan said to work on Chow, you need materials from the stages Sonic and characters run through. That's easier once you've beaten the game. I see. So you really are going to beat the game very quickly, and it's just a matter of like how much you're replaying the different stages, it sounds like. There Ely is. Hello. Thank you. So I guess iridium quality makes better gifts than not.
This is an amazing gift for my people. It is a great honor to receive something like this.
Thank you, Krobus. I'm glad you liked it. Okay, so hopefully that makes my stars go, or my hearts go up with him faster. Thanks for giving Ben that shout out, Chibi. Finish stuffing your face with tacos. Hey, let's go. Trash bread has been gotten. Amazing. Delicious post-stream meal. Nice. I think Fran and I are going to have some kind of pasta tonight, but I think it's more like egg noodle. Is that still pasta? Yeah, I think so. Like an egg noodle dish. Your idea was all stories, some medals, all main Chow Garden features, not 100%, and some extra. All main Chow Garden features. What are Chow Garden features? Is it different things that you put in the Chow Garden, or is it something to do with the Chows themselves? You see how little I know about this game? Like I don't fully even understand all the things that I would have to do for what you're saying. Some medals. Yeah, I'm assuming medals are like achievements or something. Chibi didn't know we were working on an animation tonight when I was trying to say anime night. Yeah, we're gonna animate tonight? No. Arya, if you recall, there are 11 tactical battles. Okay, that's not too many. The primary focus is definitely exploration and turn-based combat. Okay, yeah, if it's only 11, I could deal with that for sure. Tactical battles are grid-based combat, and they make your brain hurt. Yeah, I have never been good at those. I mean, you guys know I've said my Fire Emblem story many a time about how I just basically failed immediately and quit the game and never looked back. But I've also mentioned a few times on stream Shining Force, which is an old Sega game. I don't think they ever remade it or released another one as far as I know. I could be way off there, but that was the first, what did you say, grid-based tactics game that I was introduced to, because my older brother played that game a lot when we were kids, and so I, of course, also tried it out, because what do you do when you're a kid? Everything that your older brother does, because he's cool, right? So I tried it a bit, but I was nowhere near as good as he was, and I could not get that far into the game. So, you know, basically my experience with tactical games has been try, fail, quit. So maybe Suikoden 2 will be the first one that I beat. Maybe by the time we get to Path of Radiance, maybe that will be the first one that I beat. Time will tell. I think I'm just gonna go to bed for the night. I have not been doing the crab pots the last few days. I think I want to move the crab pots down to the ocean, actually. I think we've got enough of the stuff that you find in the river. And we got to get some lobsters for when folks might need that, so. Tea. Yeah, we're gonna grow some tea in the game, Chibi. I've been waiting for it. That's the whole reason why I started gifting stuff to Caroline, is so she would give me tea. And she finally showed me where her tea plants are. And I know we can get tea leaves from there, but it's like once a season. It might even be on the last day of the season or something like that. Definitely isn't Fire Emblem. Suikoden, yeah. If it was like that, I have a feeling that like every single battle that we would have been in would have been grid-based. Chibi not apologizing for every little thing. Is that even possible? Yes. Yes, it is. And we will help you get there. No spoilers for Chow Garden. Aw, okay. Fair enough. I probably don't want spoilers for Chow Garden. And look, you guys, I made it. Bottom of chat. Whoop whoop. Oh, man. I feel like Stardew days are always especially difficult for me to catch up. Because, I don't know, I feel bad sitting on the game menu screen for too long, since I know there's folks that generally play with me on the farm, and I'm like, oh, I want them to be able to play, so I gotta get going. But then, of course, once I start the game, it's much harder to keep up with chat, so it's always a little bit slower getting through everything, but y'all are always nice and patient with me, which I always appreciate. Lancetti, one nice thing about Harvestella is the storage box is shared, so you don't need to hunt down for where you stored something. Ooh, so is it like you have infinite space in a storage box, and then like any box that you open has all the different things in it that you've ever stored? It's bouquet day! For you and Harvey, Lady KV! You need eggs, please. Okay, I have not gone into the coop yet, so if you wish to harvest the eggs today and use them for what you need, you may, Illy. Alright, throw those down there. And Chibi, you know, probably doesn't seem like it, but you guys helped you grow so much. Oh, you've definitely helped us too, I feel, Chibi. You make sure that we watch out for ourselves as well. Like, as much as we do that for you, you also do that for us. You've got to internalize it is all. You're almost there. Don't know about infinite, but any box has anything that you've stored. Okay, maybe you can like upgrade it or something. And of course stuff probably stacks as well. Alright, I'm gonna, since I'm harvesting all these things, I'm gonna try and complete Pierre's Prime Produce quest, although I guess I'm not getting that much gold star stuff. Thank you for the hydrate, Chibi!
Let's get a good stretch.
Oh, and stretchies too! Aw, thank you, thank you. Lancetti, don't know about infinite. Oh yeah, but it has anything that you stored. If you put a berry in a box, in box A, it's also in box B. I almost read that as box 5 as well, instead of box B, and then I was like, silly Lancetti, you mixed it up and used letters and numbers together, and then I was like, wait a second. Oh no, hi! You've discovered what redeem at your own risk does. We'll see you in about 15 seconds, hi. Let me do this hydrate real quick. Alright, and stretchies too. I'm actually hydrating on a weird drink today. Box 5? That's the Phantom's box. What does that mean, Lady KB? Who is the Phantom? And why does he have box 5? But yeah, so what I'm drinking today is a mixture of sparkling water, raspberry sparkling water specifically, with one of those sodas that I was talking about before. It must have been I was talking about it on Thursday, because Fran and I got them for the event that we held with our friends this weekend on Saturday. Or no, maybe I was talking about it on Sunday? I don't know. I was talking about it with Kate. Anyways, there's this brand of sodas that are called Chubby that I had never heard of before. And we just thought they were so funny that we decided to buy them for our magic thing that we were hosting over the weekend. And there's a bunch of different fruit flavors that we got. Maybe I was talking with Kate in her stream about it. Maybe I didn't say it on stream. I don't know. Anyways, so we have these little sodas that are called Chubbies. They're sodas. And they're all different fruit sodas. So we have like a grape one. We have orange one. Those are normal. Then they also had pineapple. Pretty cool. I've seen pineapple soda before. They also had pear. and they had banana. And I've never seen those as soda before. So I don't know if I'm just, oh, really? 24 out of 25? Sorry, I don't know if I'm like the one that is behind here and maybe there are other banana and pear sodas, but at least in my little world, I've never seen those before. So we're like, yeah, they have a hilarious name, super weird flavors. Let's do it. And so we got like 2 of each of all the different flavors, and a few people were brave enough to try them when they came over this weekend, but we still have like more than half of them left over. So I took one last night and tried it. It was the pear one, and it was pretty good. Like, I think it tasted like pear, but it was definitely pretty sweet. So I did not finish it last night, and I instead mixed it into my seltzer water today. And they're like little mini bottles, so you can put the lid on. It doesn't really lose its fizz too much. And I feel like thinning it out, I don't know if thinning it out is like the right terminology, but like trying to make it less sweet by, there's a different word, watering it down maybe, I guess, with the seltzer water. And I feel like it's pretty good. Raspberry pear, not a bad combination. The Phantom of the Opera is there. Box 5! Because we were talking about chests, I was only thinking of chest boxes. I see, the Phantom. He instructs that box 5 is to be left open. Yes, I do remember that now. Oh my goodness. Alright, did I get one from the tree? Ugh! Does it not count from the tree? Look, I've got 3 gold star stuffs. What in the heck? Pierre? Gold? Oh, vegetables specifically. We only have fruit trees. Okay, how many days do we have left for this? 7 days. Okay, we are definitely going to harvest one more veggie by then. Fine. That's why I was like cutting down all those blueberries and it wasn't giving me any of the points for it. And I was like, what the heck? I'm harvesting so many things, but I guess none of them are gold star. None of them were gold star vegetables. Yeah, they fruit. My bad. Lady KB beat you to it. Well, she was the one that made the joke after all. So I guess it's only fair, Arya. But you got the reference, so I am impressed by that. Okay, and I'm going to remember to switch over the crab pots today, hopefully. How much time until anime? About 2 hours? 2 hours and 9 minutes, Yuki? To be exact. We're going to start at 7:30 Pacific. If you're ever curious about the time, I made like a whole series of events for anime night. And so if you go into the Discord server, like at the very top left, it will say like events, or there'll be a little calendar symbol. Excuse me. If you click on that, it should show you that the events that we have scheduled and anime night will be on there, and it will already have it updated to your own time zone. So that's a really good place that you can check if you ever are unsure of the start time. But yeah, about 2 hours, just teeny bit more than 2 hours. At least 5, no. Definitely not 5 hours, oh my god. We did quite a long stream in the end of Suikoden yesterday, so back to back I think would be tough for me. Why don't we have any oak resin anymore? Maybe Ely's been doing some crafting. Teep sapling, so happy. Okay, I'm gonna check on the animals first, and then we're gonna see if we've got time to do crab pots. Banana soda is new. Pear soda you've seen at Japanese markets. Oh, that's a good point, because they oftentimes have a lot more interesting flavors than we do. Oak resin is for kegs. Ah, that makes sense then, because we gotta have a lot of kegs. I don't go into Ely's house too often, but y'all have probably seen me in there, and there's a lot of kegs in there. Okay. And I think this is a new week, so I probably haven't technically gifted Krobus. Oh, I have. Oh, Sunday's the start of the week, not Monday. Okay, cool. So I also got to do that. But the animal stuff was done, so we're good to go there. I think I'll do Krobus, and then I'll pop back out of the sewer, grab the pots, and then head down to the beach. We need a... That was all my cheese. We sell like 30 of this cheese. I like to keep it in my pocket for whenever we go to the mine and stuff like that, the caverns, because it's a really good way to heal. So I just always have it with me. That would be very bad if I ended up in a situation where I needed to heal and I didn't have my cheese. But yeah. Could be that there are lots of different fruit sodas in Japan that I have not tried yet. I was too chicken to try the banana one because artificial banana is not my favorite. Oh, you got the crab pots. Thank you, Lady KB. I've never liked banana candy or anything like that, so I imagine that the soda would taste similar. But at least one of our friends did try a banana and he said it was pretty good, so I don't know. Ooh, 5,000! Not sure if that's worth to do twice a week. Okay, probably better for me to just get it from our chickens from now on. Whoopsie, I had no clue how expensive that was gonna be. What's in this chest? What if there's a bunch of void eggs? No, 1 carrot. Ah, yes, of course. The sewer carrot. What else would I have been expecting to be in that chest? I have a bunch of bait, Lady KB, so let me know. Do I need to put bait in the crab pots? Did you just move them for us? Oh, hello. Was not talking about episodes, meaning how long until it starts. Yeah, that's what I mean. It starts in 2 hours. We probably are also going to watch for around 2 hours, but yeah. And also the thing with the calendar and whatnot that I was mentioning in Discord will also say when it starts. I don't think it actually has a length on there. I'm not sure, but it definitely has the start time. Perhaps 2 Ultimisia, 1 Expropriate, and a Light Year. Oh my god. These are all different real units, I presume, Arya. Out of them, I've only heard of Light Year. Just remember, Expropriate is at least 1 extra turn. Maybe they're all magic cards? Biome Balance. That's usually fishing one, right? Yep. 20 ocean fish. Oh, that's not bad. Oh my gosh, every single time we've had one of those, it's been a specific type of fish. And I think those quests are always from Demetrius as well. And Ely and I have failed like every single one. I feel bad because usually when we accept any other quest, we're able to get it done. But just all of Demetrius's quests, for some reason, we're like, sorry, bro, it didn't happen this time. Okay, it seems like these all have bait in them. And those there as well. Perfect. Thank you so much for doing that. I'll help you out here with the fishing. Need to get your fishing up. All right. I don't remember how to get the underwear, but we could probably get that for you at some point. 69 minutes until we start. A little bit more than that. Or no, less than that. 69 minutes would be an hour and a half. So more than that. Sorry, more than that. Your sister just handed you a green gnome. Hi. Okay. Do you have any idea why she handed this to you? I feel like that's quite strange. Lady KB, you just needed a staircase. Staircase is in Lewis's room. Oh yeah, you go to staircase to get into his basement. That's what it was. Yeah, definitely you can do that. You have no idea why she handed you the green gnome. Interesting. Do you know where it came from? Like, is it a garden decoration that you guys have or something? Have to BRB for a bit. No worries, Leaflet. I assume you won't play it, but Lies of P, a Souls-like with a spin on Pinocchio's story, has an update. Oh, hold on. This fish is... Okay, it was giving me a little bit of trouble. Now it's chilling. Ugh. Come on. Alright, we got it. A Souls-like with spin on Pinocchio's story has an update to make the game super easy. You were excited to see that last night. Oh? So I guess if somebody wanted to experience the story and not get super frustrated with the combat, it sounds like they have the option to play it now. It's like the size of a finger. So a tiny green gnome. Interesting. Do you think she found it somewhere? Does it look dirty? Like maybe it was on the sidewalk or something and she picked it up and was like, heh, I know who I'm giving this to. I don't know. I just feel like this is so strange. I'm like, I must find an explanation for it. Oop, facing the wrong way here. It doesn't make any sense. Arya Ultimisia is a Final Fantasy villain that is a time sorceress. She's got a couple magic cards. This is relevant. Expropriate is a magic card that can be a lot of extra turns, and Lightyear was a play on words. This is a measure of distance, and this has been smart buttery with Arya. Well, I appreciate all of the knowledge, Arya. Thank you. Speaking of Arya knowledge, we're doing a Stardew Day, and you're here, Arya. Should we not be, Yeah, I'm coming back, Ely. Lady KB's with me, too. I don't see her getting called out about eeps. Are we supposed to be doing trivia or something? Anna trivia? I probably still remember a little bit of it. I do know that I did better the last time because you switched up the multiple choice answers in the trivia, and so I did a little bit better just by familiarity with some of the answers. Ah. Oh, you know I'm chatting. Gotcha. So I might not have my eye on the time, whereas Lady KB is like more focused on the game. I see. Thanks, Ely. I'm just gonna go into Cola's house. Wah! Bed. Yeah, we can do some Anna trivia if you want. You said like something was gonna happen, I think, or you were gonna tell me something if I did good enough, and so like I have to know what it is. I can't have an unknown hanging over me. That's the worst part about surprises for me. Like, I like surprises, just don't tell me that you have one, because the moment I know that there is a surprise, I'm like, oh my god, I need this information right now. It's very enraging for me. But at the same time, because I like surprises and I know how much fun it is to surprise people, like, I have a fight going on internally where I'm like, I really, really want to know, but at the same time, I don't want them to tell me because I want the surprise to happen. Ooh, Green Rain Day. Nice. This means moss appears. It's not something bad. It looks like it would be something bad, and I was really confused by it the first time that we got this weather, but it turns out that it's okay. Do sunflowers count as vegetables? I don't think so. Pretty sure they're just flowers. It says flower. Doesn't count. How many seeds did we get? A few. Sunflowers also go into fall, so it's okay to replant these. Oop. I will continue with my corn seeds. Surprises stress you out. Well, as long as it's a good surprise. A bad surprise would definitely stress me out. Go to the island if you want some veg. Oh, true. We've got still like 6 more days or something, though. So probably I don't think we need to go to the island. I think the tomatoes will be ready soon enough. Oh, there's squash on the island. Okay. If anybody picks the squash, I think that should count. You'll sacrifice your squash for the cause. Oh, no. Let's see. Did we make it? Yeah, we're at 25. Hello. We don't have to put this exact squash in the bin, though. It just has to be a squash. But you harvested the 25th one. Thank you, Lady KB. Look at this beautiful squash that she grew, everybody. It's lovely. And hi, the gnome was clean. So it is still a mystery where the heck this thing came from. Did you try asking her why she handed it to you and where it's from? All right, pop quiz. Which continent has Anna been on? Wait, has she not been on? Valentia. I know this one now. It's Valentia. I'm pretty sure is the one she has not been on. All the fishy things in here. Ooh, I'm gonna sell these two, I think, and probably this as well. Okay, trash. Recycler. Excuse me. No, Patrick. Sunflowers are not a vegetable. But if we made mayonnaise an instrument, would sunflowers then be a vegetable, though? Do we save sunflowers? I actually don't know. Yes, we save sunflowers. It would help if I had a really, really big knowledge of Stardew, because then I would know, oh, this is the kind of thing that you save for this thing, and this is the kind of thing that you save for this other thing. And I would also then know what things are useless that we don't need to hold on to. We need all the fiber we can get if y'all scythe the weeds today. Okay, like down in the forest? I could try and do that. Haley loves sunflowers. Okay, true, but I don't care too much about becoming friends with folks. Only a select few. I'm befriending Krobus at the moment, and I don't really worry about anyone else, I guess. I was gonna say multiple people at once, but that wasn't even true. It's just like literally anyone. I don't worry about being friends with them. Okay, oh yeah, I was gonna plant the corn. That was the reason that I went into the barn, shed, whatever, in the first place. We have corn seeds here. Perfect. All right, here's one that you haven't asked in a while. Oh boy. Anna has many titles, but what is her main moniker? Lady Anna, Apotheosis Anna, Secret Seller, or Trickster Anna? Okay, I don't think it's A, and I don't think it's D. I am between B and C. I know that she is a seller in one of the games. I remember the word apotheosis for sure has come up, but I just don't know if it was in reference to something else, or maybe it's just been one of your, like, came up in a different question and now you're putting it here, or maybe it's been one of your multiple choice answers in the past and that's why I'm recognizing it. Definitely between B and C. I'm just gonna go B. I don't know. It's calling to me. Maybe it's totally wrong. Apotheosis Anna. Dang it! In all of the games, Anna's a merchant. She's known as the secret seller. Dang it, dang it, dang it! Why? I even said that. I was like, I know she's a seller in the games, but whoa. These trees have not always been here. If they have, they've not always been this tall. Okay, what else was I doing? I was going to chop the weeds today, and I was going to check on the animals first. Crab pots also probably need to have new bait put in. Oh, there's lots of weeds. Oh, because of the moss thing. That's what you meant. Not necessarily in the forest, but... Ooh, look at that guy. Nice. Leaflet, welcome back. Good to have ya. We got our bluegrass here. All right, Aria is doing some trivia with me. I'm 50-50 right now, unfortunately. I led myself astray. I was between two, and I got one wrong on the second question. But the first one, I was very confident. I knew that one, so I felt good about that. I should have asked for, what do they call a lifeline? Is that what it is in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Because one of them is called 50-50, and it eliminates half the answers. And if I were lucky, it would have eliminated one of the ones that I was unsure about. But if I were unlucky, it would have eliminated the two that I already was sure about. So maybe it wouldn't have been as helpful as I think. Weren't I relocating the crab pots? Lady KB relocated them for me, thankfully. But I do need to put more bait in them. But yeah, they're on the beach now, so we can start getting lobsters. Who's the strongest, Anna? This is the one! This is the one! See, I was totally saying exactly what happened. I was like, oh, this word is familiar. Maybe it's because it was from a different question. And now you're inserting it in this one. Fudge! Is it Apotheosis Anna, or am I going to leave? I think it is. I was going to say, or am I going to lead myself astray again? But I bet you it is Apotheosis Anna. Oh my god. I haven't locked in yet. Let me just give it a little bit of thought. Ugh. Oh, yay! She already told me yes. Okay. I've locked in. A, Apotheosis Anna. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, it was my gut feeling. And it does show that there's a reason. There's a reason that I wanted to answer that for the last one. Dang it. Secret seller. Secret seller. Leaflet had to restart a bunch of router things in your PC. Your PC because. Got it. I was like, your PC's causing what now? Your PC's causing Final Fantasy 14? I see. You had to restart a bunch of things in your router because Final Fantasy 14 wouldn't boot. Got it. Ugh. That's annoying that you had to do that. You got it all sorted though? Is it working now? After like an hour of troubleshooting, remember that there is maintenance today. Oh no. So you did get it sorted out, but not in the way that I was hoping. I was hoping you were playing right now. Dang. I'm so sorry, Leaflet. 'Tis unfortunate. Oof. I feel like stuff has happened similar to that to me before. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I can't think of like a game one right now, but something really silly that I've done in the past is like wandering around my house looking for my toothbrush because I'm like, oh, maybe I just put it down somewhere weird because I know I just had it, and then it turns out it's in my hand or whatever. This is definitely not as bad as that. So like remembering a maintenance schedule of a game, that's actually kind of hard. You missed the delay. No, it worked out in my favor. I think I was going to go with that one in the end. I do remember that I answered Apothecary Anna as an incorrect one in the past. So I wasn't going to go for that. And then Appropriate and Apropos Anna just definitely didn't feel right. So it's Apotheosis. The dreaded Tuesday maintenance. Oh, it's every week in that game? Final Fantasy 14. Do you play as well, Lancetti? Tricky time. Oh no. What is one of Apotheosis Anna's skills? Rightful King. Lance Fair, Vengeance, Rightful King, or Dragon Skin. So these aren't the typical skills that I name for her, I think. So there's like a couple other ones that I think I would have recognized. I want to say, like, I know she uses a lance, right? What is it called? Like Strong Lance or something. But I don't know if that is one of her skills. I think that's just her weapon. I don't know what lance fair would mean. Do I go for that because I know she uses a lance? At the same time, I feel like maybe Dragon Skin or Rightful King sounds familiar. Dang, this one is tricky. And said you play Final Fantasy 14, but you're on a break until you have time to play. / the expansion goes on sale. Ooh. I see. I wonder if you and Leaflet will ever play together. Although you might be on different servers. There could be ways around that and like getting onto the same server, but I don't really know how that game works. So, but that would be cool if you two ever ended up playing together. All right, I think I just gotta pick something for Arya's question. Okay, well before I didn't go with Secret Seller, even though I knew she was a seller in the games. So maybe for this one, since I know she uses a lance, I should go for Lance. Oh, I hope it's the right choice. I'm going with Lance, Arya, Lance Fair. Alright, Ely's got all that. Ely feels like they're cutting faster than me. Maybe it's a coffee thing, an espresso thing. You have over 40 hours on your backlog that you'd rather play more. Sorry, not 40 hours, 40 games on your backlog. Woof. Yeah, I feel like we're all in a similar situation. I don't know. When you love video games, it's so hard to play through every single one that you want. You're not espressoed. What? It just felt like you were going so fast, Ely. Leo likes this weather. Oh, that's cute. He likes it mossy. I feel like, I wonder if it's because he's so used to tropical. Is tropical mossy or is tropical not mossy? Because if it's mossy, then I'd be like, oh, it feels like home for him. But if it's not mossy, then I would just say like, oh, he likes something different that he's not used to. Lance Fair was meant to throw you off. No! Vengeance was a misnomer for okay, I see. Something with V. Vantage Plus. Yes, if you had put Vantage Plus, I would have said that. Pacha! Arya, I'm failing. I'm failing. Rightful King is a misnomer for Rightful God, but Dragon Skin is correct. Ugh. I did say the Dragon Skin sounded familiar, but I felt like I was being so wishy-washy with so many of the answers. Like, it wasn't as if I was really close. I was like, oh, Dragon Skin and Rightful King sound familiar, which I guess it makes sense why they did sound familiar since you were trying to give close names. I can't see where my scythe is. Oh, if you've got some pockets available, would you mind doing a Hoover? Oh, sure. Let me finish clearing this part out down here, Ely, and then I'll come up there. But yeah, I've got pocket space. A Hoover, I love it. Who is Anna's boyfriend? No multiple choice. Okay, it's been a minute, but I want to say it's like Jake or something. It's just a very normal name. So I think I'm going to lock in Jake. Jester hat. White bow. I don't think I have that. Infinity crown. I'm going to get white bow. I'm sorry, Ely. I had to buy white bow. It's very cute. I think most of these, otherwise I have not quite all of them, but white bow is the most adorable one. All right, let's go see where Ely needs the hoovering done. Yay, it is Jake. Okay, so I'm back to being 50-50. Oh, here we go. Ah, all the rocks and sticks got cleared out. I was actually going to do that, so nice. Thanks, guys, for cleaning up the forest here. And I got 243 fiber, Ely, so I hope that is going to do it for what you need. More fiber. Ah! I know it's time for bed, but I just spotted it. Had to do it. We're gonna make it back. Don't worry. How long to beat can record what games you have versus playing. So that's how you're keeping track. Oh, nice. I use, what's it called? I didn't realize that How Long to Beat had that function. Rank 1 is the thingy that I use. I have a panel for it in my about section, which is why I started using it. But you can have on your thing, I guess it doesn't split it up into ones that you own and ones that you don't, but it's like games that you want to play, games that you're currently playing, games that you have played in the past. I wouldn't be surprised if there's somewhere where you could put a wish list, because there's a lot of features that it's like a website, and then it also has this Twitch panel integration thingy. There's a lot of features on it that I don't use. I only recently realized today that it had a place for recommendations, like that. Like you guys can click on a button and put game recommendations there, and then I can like check off like, yes, accepted this recommendation, or like, no, I'm not going to play that one. So I thought that was interesting. It is Jake. Great job. Yay. All right. I'm definitely not going to get a great grade on this trivia today, but I will at least get half of it, hopefully, which is still failing. Willie's birthday today. All right, maybe I'll do this. Right, up, left, up. I think you're supposed to go as far as you can with these instructions. Is that what it was? Right, up, left, up, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to memorize that, which means I then have to find the secret note inside all the other secret notes. We'll see if I do end up getting to that today. Okay, but what I am going to do is drop off a bunch of produce in Pierre's bin. You only list games that you own. You can track what system that they're on. Oh, nice. I think you can do that on this one too, but it's not like very obvious until you click on the game what system it's on. And also sometimes, I'm trying to think. Like sometimes I look up a game and it like the box art doesn't necessarily pop up for it, and so then I don't know. Is that true? I'm trying to remember. I feel like I've had a hard time like picking which console it is in the past, but I think it would just say which console it is. I don't know if it was like maybe on, I don't know. I'm trying to think, like maybe did I buy something on Steam and then I was, you know, it's actually an old game that came out on something else originally and they didn't have the Steam one, and so I had to pick something else, and I'm like, oh, what is this an adaptation of? Is it like the GameCube version, or is it the PlayStation version, or something like that? But yeah, you are able to say like what games come from what consoles, but maybe it just doesn't have every single console option is like the thing I'm remembering that was tricky about it. All right, next up, when are Anna's birthdays? Oh, okay, I know it's June. D, she has a birthday? So I know it's not A. And then I think it's like it starts on one day, and then like every game her day was earlier and earlier. Oh, for some reason I thought that B was June and C was June, but just slightly different dates. I'm going with B. I was going to say I think it's the 11th, so I was already going to go with B, and then I realized that it was July, and that locked it in for me, so I'm feeling good about that. All right, Ely, 247 fiber placed in the green bin for you. And I got a wool, a void egg that I'm saving up. Little pea here. No, this isn't the pea a spring thing? I'm crazy. It's not a spring thing. Huh. Okay. Put the bow in my chest. Kate, welcome back from your lurk. How you doing? Lan said it's super easy on How Long to Beat. You just tab to your backlog and it says what console it's on right under the title. Yeah, then it sounds like that's probably a better system for you and your list and everything, but I like just the one that I use basically as Twitch integration. I mean, it tells you like what was the last game that I streamed, and it shows you all the ones basically that I'm planning on streaming in the future and stuff like that. So it's really helpful for me for what I need. But yeah, it sounds like you've got your whole system sorted out pretty well. Oh, like you have Chrono Trigger somewhere, but you check there and it says it's on PC, which for you means Steam. Nice. You'd love Twitch integration. Could be a reason to potentially look into this thing that I've got set up. Like you can make a whole profile for it. I don't know if you want to be keeping track of things in 2 different places, but you could potentially, if you like different aspects of each system, you could do that. All right. A little late to check on the mammals today. I hope they're doing all right. What if the ostrich is grown today? Oh my god, it is grown! What? Hi, Choco! Look at you! It's a huge big old ostrich. We have an ostrich egg. Okay. Yuli, do you want to sell the first ostrich egg? I'm assuming it only makes them every other day. Arya, now here's a mean one. Uh-oh. Okay, I'll put the egg in the community food bin just because that's close to your house, so you can pick it up from there. You can make them. Ely, I've been given more information. You can make them into hats. Did you know that? What if I tried to sew with the first one and we gave you the second one? What do we think of that idea potentially? Maybe. Is that one okay? Oh. Sorry, I was looking down, Chibi. It made my avatar lose tracking on my face, so she looked like she froze for a second. Okay, Ely wants the egg. I'll sew the next one. My heart. We'll get there eventually with all the selling and all the sewing. We just gotta be patient. Oh, I didn't even process the milk or any of the other eggs. I can sew the next one. Okay. Oop. Your backlog went up to 47. Oh, Lensetti. We gotta play faster, friend. It's just difficult. I mean, honestly, playing Stardew is not helping me get through my backlog, but I have fun with it. And that's the whole point, right? So you just gotta accept sometimes that you're gonna go through things slowly. Crowd plots have been baited. Thank you so much, Late KB. I appreciate you. Oh, it's so hard for me to interact when there's text bubbles at the bottom. Come on, there we go. All right, so everything else. Nope, I've got one more milk. Dang it, still need gold stars. Corn is ready. No, we don't need any more to harvest anyway, but we do have to put them in Pierre's bin, which is what I was gonna do today. So we have to put the crops in the empty produce bin, empty produce box, whatever, in Pierre's shop. So I will run and do that. That was on my to-do list, and I honestly did forget until you said something, so good thing that you did. All right. Sorry, I never got to get to Arya's next trivia, the mean one. What are Apotheosis Anna's weapons of choice? Javelin and brave spear. No. Spear and brave javelin. Javelin and brave lance. Or spear and brave lance. I think it's Butch. I was about to say D very confidently. And then I thought maybe it is. No, it's not javelin. Okay, I'm thinking of. I think I was thinking of Lance twice. Lance and Brave Lance. No, I think it's D. I know that there's a Brave Lance for sure. I don't know if it's Apotheosis Anna. But I know there's a Brave Lance. And I think I remember us talking about a spear. Because at one point I was like, I didn't know what her weapons were. And I know I just guessed like a sword, like plain sword. And that was not right. So I think, oop, I need to grab the veggies to drop off. I'm going to go with D, Arya. I'm going to sell, I guess, tomatoes. I think I only needed 25. Is that what it was? Yes, 25. All right, off to Pierre's. I should be able to get in, even though it is after hours, because I've got the key to the city. Ah, the trees look different when it was raining the green stuff because it was the mossy day. Got it. I'm gonna ask if we sorted SA2 plans, if it ends up being Sonic. If we sorted the plans. What do you mean by sorted the plans? I guess. Probably the answer is no. I don't think we really continued on the Sonic talk after you left, Kate. But just to double check, what are you thinking? Since your last message about how we should probably focus on story first, then chow stuff. Nope, no, it kind of just got dropped there. I'm kind of fine with anything though. Oh, we got a Steam achievement. Complete 40 help wanted requests. Nice. And looks like Lady KB did the biome balance, so we each get 1,500 for that too. Hello. Thank you. GG. Good job, everybody. But yeah, I feel like personally it makes sense what you've said, Kate, of doing the story first and then moving on to the Chow Garden, because then the other thing too is I can say, oh, I've finished the game, and then we could basically stop playing it at any point after that. And I'd be like, oh well, we're done, and it's just all about vibes. And then I wouldn't be like stuck playing the game for longer than I wanted, I guess, if that makes sense. A lot of yours are JRPGs, so like 40 to 80 hours. Ooh, that is quite intense, Lancetti. I have a few on my list that are quite long, and I know that Tales of Symphonia is up there because it's my only 2-disc game, but I actually don't remember the hours, but I think it might be one of the longest ones. We also have Skies of Arcadia Legends was a game that I purchased after I watched North play it, because that game seemed really cool. It kind of reminded me of Final Fantasy a bit. So I was kind of thinking I might try out that one someday, but North actually streamed it, which is how I learned about that game. And I keep kind of hoping like, oh, maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll stream it again. I don't know if it's going to work out, but if it doesn't, then like I guess I can take over. But that one's, I think, going to be really long. Suikoden is not as long as these, but it could be if you're slow like me, I suppose. All right, I was gonna put the bow away here. That bow is really cute. It's kind of making me feel like maybe I should check outfits potentially. Fluffy shirt. No, it's different. This is like more warm white, and this is a cool white. Eternal Grudge. Krobu is best. Yosa. Oh, hi. You're going to have Krobus move in with you. Yes, that is what I want to do too. I have never had somebody move in with me before in this game. Like, I've never gotten married in this game. And then when I found out that you could ask Krobus to move in, I guess you can't ask them to marry you, but you can ask them to move in. And I was like, oh, heck yeah, I'm doing that. So that is my motivation behind gifting Krobus right now. Grudge, have you done that before too? Have you asked Krobus to be your roommate before? I just think it's so fun that they added that. It's D! Yay, we got the answer right. Okay, next trivia. Since Fire Emblem Awakening, Anna has developed a fixation on something or someone in particular. Do I remember what it is? Money, other Annas, weapons, or combat? Ooh! This one is not sounding familiar to me at all, actually. So I don't know. None of them are like standing out. She's a seller, so money could make sense. I don't know about other Annas. I'm not sure if she's aware that other Annas exist. So I'm gonna rule that one out, I think. Weapons or combat. Like, those ones are very similar. Money feels too kind of lame, though. Is why I don't want to pick that one. Do I really not have a white top? I just thought like all white. I have this. All white would be kind of cute. Man. Other Anna's weapons or combat. Do they know about each other? Is there a multiverse situation? Oh, the pink outfit. But it's got like a pink shirt, not a fully white shirt underneath. Also, we have a lot of shirts. Sailor shirt? This kind of almost looks blue. I don't know. Maybe I'll just stick with my outfit for now because it's the cute... You have a white shirt, do ya? Is it a cute white shirt though? Because I found a couple, but they were just like plain button down and I wasn't as into that. Okay, I need to answer Aria. Gonna go with... combat? I'm gonna go with D again. I don't know, Aria. I just have to say it because I don't know. Mostly you can't go wrong with most entries in the series. Oh, Tales of Symphonia. Chibi, you've been wanting to get into it. Nice. Yeah, there's been... Who was it? Shoot, I can't remember the streamer now, but I know somebody It was like their favorite game, and they were like super excited when I told them it was on my stream list. But of course, like just because something is on my list doesn't mean I'll get to it super soon. Hey, ship every item! We did it! I didn't realize that you already shipped the tea, Ely. What? So we do share that then. I think you've explained how all that worked to me before, but I kind of forgot. Oh man. Nice, nice. GG's. Thank you for the claps, Jimmy. Oh, Lady KB is doing a little sleepover with me last night. Be sure to pick some and brew it in a keg. Oh, okay. Did it get put in a pot where, though? Is it in the greenhouse? Maybe? Krobia, sweet boy. Yeah. Oop. I'm excited to see, because like doesn't everybody when they move in, they get a little craft area behind your house or something? I literally have never seen something there on my playthroughs because I haven't married anyone, so I want to know, what is it like? What is he gonna have? 1 per day. Oh really? Okay. Where did you say it was? In Caroline's? Oh, in Caroline's greenhouse. Oh, okay. I have to make sure I get over there. I'm gonna harvest all of our veggies today. We've got lots and lots. Older Tales have larger puzzles. They sadly got rid of them from at least Zesteria and Berseria. Which one is the GameCube one? Does it have puzzles or no? Just grinding for the dark essence. Oh, good luck, hi. We're at 69% perfection, Ely, for real. Chibi, do you hear that? Yes, she does. Nice. But actually, that is really cool that we're getting so close. Once I mentioned to Ely, like, hey, I think I do want to try to perfection, they were like, okay, I got you. And we immediately started zooming up in the perfection. And I was like, amazing. So yeah, we're gonna get there in no time. If you had your tractor, you'd be faster. Your little tractor mod. I actually did see you riding around in it, now that I think about it. I think I maybe mentioned that to you before. I was like, what the heck is that? Oh, man. Well, I appreciate you doing it the old-fashioned way with us. Symphonia had a lot of puzzles. Every dungeon. Or were they called, like, Tales of whatever? So you're saying Tales of Zesteria and Tales of Berseria, however you say that. They didn't have the puzzles, but Tales of Symphonia did. Whoa! Hello! Lots of stuff to harvest in here. Thank you, thank you. You love it, but again, 400 plus. Wait, not that that one game takes 400 plus. Do you have like 400 plus worth of games on your list? 400 plus hours worth of games on your list? Certainly one game wouldn't be 400 plus hours, right? Right, please tell me that's not the case. Ely, you and Jin tend to work towards perfection without thinking about it. It's just how you play the game. Well, it definitely came in handy for me. Blade! Got it. Of course.
We can fix their troubles, just be quiet as a mouse. Watch out for those cats, you know they're smarter than you think. But if we work together, we can make their plan sink. Woo! Snoozer, howdy, Penelope, Panda. My best friend. Oxnard, Bijou, Cappy, Maxwell. My home friend. Dexter, Boss, Pashmina, Tingle. Little hamsters, big adventures. Excuse me while I work out, gotta run in my wheel. Whee! Hamtaro's here to help you. Hamtaro's team is for you.
Oh my gosh, I should have known it was coming. I didn't even think about it. Welcome in, Blade. How are you doing? Thanks for giving him the shout out, Chibi. Appreciate it. Oh my gosh. How was work, Blade? Are you on your lunch break? Lancetti, yes, 400 plus hours in Symphonia. Oh my gosh. Whoa, you played it a lot. Sure sounds like it. My goodness. We talking Tales of, yeah, Lancetti and I were talking about some of the games that are on the longer side that we have on our lists, you know, for stuff we want to play. And I was mentioning that I had Tales of Symphonia on there. I didn't realize Lancetti had played it for 400 plus hours. It's crazy. But it just shows how good of a game it is. It makes me excited to get to it someday. Arya, let's do this one next. Oh boy, more trivia. Let's see. I just want to sell these things. I got a lot of fruit to put away. Okay. Can work on that. Nothing in the winter bin though, of course. All right. Anna has been to Japan, but why? What? I don't think you ever told me this. She's been to Japan, but why? And the first one, to become an idol. I swear to God, if that's the answer, I might have to give up on trivia because I would never ever have guessed that. Okay. To promote Fire Emblem. What? To work at a convenience store or to make money. Also, wait, I missed the answer to the last one. Did we get the answer to the last one? Annas are aware of other Annas, but hilariously, it is money. Dang it. Okay, so I got that one wrong. Now it's making me wonder if this is a trick question. I should have gone with the money thing. Dang it. I keep reasoning myself out of things, but it's just like bad gut feelings. I'm like, oh, I have a gut feeling I shouldn't say this one. I pick a different choice, and it's like, oh, well, actually, it was that one. It's like, ah. Okay. So does that mean that she went to Japan to make money? If she's obsessed with money? I don't know. I mean, the other ones are kind of nutso, though. Promote Fire Emblem. Like, could it be that? That's kind of... It would be funny if it was that. You know what? It's wacky enough. I'm doing bad enough on the trivia that, like, I'm not going to get a good enough score. I think only 100% is accepted by Arya to tell me whatever is the secret thing she's going to tell me once I do well in the trivia. So, I'm just going to go with... Oh, nice. To promote Fire Emblem because I think it's funny. I hope that that's the answer. But my backup, more real answer is money. Just, I guess, to throw that out there, I suppose. Ely, all the wine is done and your house looks crazy! Oh, I have to go to Caroline's. Wow, almost did forget. Lancetti, you have over 500 hours probably in Symphonia. Kingdom Hearts 1 and Final Fantasy X each. Whoa! I have no idea. Fran is a huge Kingdom Hearts fan as well, so I've played that one. I started Final Fantasy X, but did not play past, like, I don't know, an hour max. So I didn't do great with... I've seen this cutscene before. Sorry, that's why I'm clicking through. Sounds pretty good. I could use some quality veggies for the saloon. How much does it cost? Yeah, this is when he raises the prices and everyone's mad at him, right? But should this have happened a long time ago? I feel like we're very late in the game for me to be getting this cutscene. Interesting. But yeah, wow. 500 hours each in them. So you must have like 100% of these games. You got the tea. Can only one of us harvest it, Ely? I'm stuck in this cutscene. Or do we each get our own? Hope work is going well. Yeah, Blade. You only have 2 hours left. Nice. You should be less greedy. I'm offended. They didn't want my veggies. I'm just gonna say you win some and you lose some. I don't know. Like, I know everybody hates Pierre, okay? And they hate that he raises his prices. But, like, what if he actually does need to raise his prices? I don't really know his financial situation. So I'm just gonna say this. I'm sorry if that makes some people mad. Let's see. Blade listed you last. Oh, what? And saying hello to people or something. Listed you last in hugs? No. I don't know. You got this, Blade. I don't know where... Oh, there it is. Yep, Chibi, Lady KB, and Kate. Was that the order that you guys said hi in? It was! Kate, it was! Chibi says, yo, Blade. And then Lady KB went, Blade, hugs. And then you said, hey, Blade. So he was literally just doing it back in the same order. Not RIP. Fair is fair. Oh, he said it right there. You said hi last. I went down the line. Yeah, exactly. No different treatment to anybody. Len said he actually just got a copy of Symphonia for Switch at GameStop for $20. Let's go. Excited to play the fresh, clean title. Heck yeah. All right, so this is her tea plant. Seems like we can only collectively pick it once a day. Yeah, I didn't realize it was on Switch. 4 bee houses, nice. Can start getting more honey. I think there's something specific that we use the honey during crafting, right? Something specific for which we use the honey during crafting. I think I was missing some words in that sentence. Lancetti. Oh yeah, you got the Symphonia game. Then Arya said, you've talked about Anna in Japan before. She was in the crossover game Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which was Fire Emblem crossed with Shin Megami Tensei. Really? But sadly, she was the merchant. She worked at the convenience store. Dang it. I just thought it would be really funny if they did a meta thing like that. And also, convenience store was not going to be my answer. It was going to be money, to make money. But to be fair, working at a convenience store makes you money. Kate, heading out for the night. Thanks for stream. Hope the rest goes great. Thank you so much, Kate. Have a wonderful evening. I appreciate you hanging out. But yeah, we'll see you later. Scrolling back up. See, Lancetti, you replay Kingdom Hearts 1 and Final Fantasy X each year. Aw, do you do it on stream as well? It's been a long, long time since I've played Kingdom Hearts 1. Fran is also, whenever we talk about Final Fantasy X, he mentions that he played, like, his very first time playing Final Fantasy X when he was a kid. He beat the Blitzball game at the very beginning, and apparently that's a really hard thing to do. But he obviously didn't realize it when he was a kid because he did it on his first try. And then he said that every single time he's come back to play that game, he has never again beaten the Blitzball tournament at the start, or game, I guess. And so he has no idea how he did it as a kid, which I find hilarious. So I guess with how often you've played it, Lancetti, have you beat the Blitzball game at the beginning? You probably have at least once, yeah? Or if you've beat it more than once, maybe you know the strats now. Maybe you don't even need to, like, think about it and you always beat the Blitzball game, huh? Blade, you have no idea how many hours you put into Symphonia back in the day, but at least 100 to 200. Whoa! Oh my gosh, yeah. So if we play that game, it's gonna feel never ending. Oh my lord. I guess that is one reason why I haven't reached out to it yet, is because I am a little scared of the length. We'd have to be playing maybe like 2 games parallel to it, which ironically would make it take longer because then I'd be playing other games as well. But it's just like, if we're going to be on one for so long, I feel like I need a little bit of variety, you know? So I think that would be the way that I would have to do it. Tea leaf! Look at that! So pretty! Wait, can I have that, Ely? Any chance? Yes! Do you care what I do with this? I mean, I think you can guess what I want to do with this. You didn't give me any instructions, so I feel like I'm free to check it out. Oh, brew it, right. That. Okay. What about sewing machine? You did already tell me to brew it. Now I remember. I got instructions earlier before the leaf was placed in my hand. We can get more. More to sew or more to brew? I probably should brew it. Okay, you said in a keg, yeah? Both? It sounds like we can do it in any order. Maybe I will sew it. I want to sew it when I wake up in the morning. Okay, the cutscene is from when we gave the produce. Oh, so it's probably just because we did that quest at this time. Like, did we get the quest kind of weirdly late? Like, are they random? Maybe it's shown up before and we just never accepted it or something. But yeah, that makes sense that the cutscene goes with the quest. Lynn City, last year you started learning Kingdom Hearts 1 speedrun. Ooh. You're almost done 100%ing Final Fantasy X. But now it's Rude Super Bosses. Ooh, that sounds really hard. Chibi, you tried to 100% Final Fantasy X, but you gave up after you messed up in the lightning dodging minigame. There's a lightning dodging minigame? Okay, interesting. Yeah, 100% in a Final Fantasy game sounds very hard because those games are pretty long. Like, if somebody was telling me they were trying to go for 100% in Tales of Symphonia or something, I'd be like, oh my gosh, that is, you know, quite the goal that you have. Hi, you got the Holy Blade while grinding for Dark Essence. Nice. Ooh, 300,000, 350,000. I think that's a pretty good payday, Ely. think it's pretty dang good. Thanks for giving Kate another shout out, Chibi. And said Symphonia is on PS3, Switch, and Steam as the HD remake. See, I didn't realize it got an HD remake. Is it new-ish? Or, I don't know. Because, I mean, the Suikoden one is new, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is also new. Okay. Ow! Boring, 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 boring! How disappointing! You can't get this item for forever and they're just gonna give me a stinky old shirt that I already have? Should we save up for a gold clock? Yes! Let's do it. Or were we gonna do the return scepters first? Which one do you think? Here's my old mini shipping bin. Thanks, Pierre. What if I put it right next to the regular shipping bin? Maybe I'll put it right here. Sometimes the one in the shed is full and then I need a second one, so that one can be there for that reason. Okay, so it's got an HD remake. It's got some weirdness. Isn't as good. Oh, really? So they didn't... What is different about it that makes the remake not as good? Due to graphics being changed... Okay, you're answering it right now. Due to graphics being changed, and it needed patches to fix a bunch of things for PC and Switch. Took them forever to patch. Oh, so is it finally, like in a better playable condition, I guess, now? And is that why you're gonna play it soon? Because you just got it, you said, yeah? So maybe you were waiting until they fixed all that stuff. Aria, last question for now. Hopefully a familiar one. Okay. Anna shares one trait across all of her portraits. Yes, it is. Finger on the chin. That's the one. I know that she has red eyes and a lot of them, but that one is like not all of them, but it's the finger on the chin thing. Blitzball is rough. Have you tried playing the Blitzball game in Final Fantasy X as well, Ely? I don't think I realized that maybe you had played Final Fantasy X. That's right, we did that recently. Okay, I gotta find a keg to put the tea leaves in. Do I do that in Ely's house? Usually the kegs are pretty full, but maybe they didn't fill them back up after the wine. You'll replay them on stream. You did Final Fantasy X without the summoning last time, and you played for fun. Oh, nice. That's a good way to make it replayable for yourself, is to do like a different little challenge every time. So this is no summoning. Let's see. No summons. How was that? Yeah, does it make it a lot harder? You probably have to be pretty good at it. I don't know if tea is as fast as coffee to brew. Coffee's like pretty instantaneous. I'll just go empty my pockets and come back and check on it. Actually, let me do the animals while I'm down here as well. The Blitzball game at the beginning isn't super hard. The harder part is later Blitzball because it's stats grinding. Oh, so you're saying it is easy to beat the game. Fran has always told me that the Blitzball game in the beginning is actually very hard. But maybe he just thinks that because he's never been able to beat it again. Maybe he needs to give it another go. I don't know. I feel like you're getting very old with how many hours are being put into you. Are you realizing how many hours you've put into different games over the years, Aria? Is that what you mean? Pretty feather. Hello. How many? Oh yeah, I was gonna empty all this stuff out of my pockets. And there was one seed spot that needed to be filled where I got the sunflower from. So we gotta do that too. Len said it was so fun without any summons. But you know what you're doing a lot? You used the black mage. So the black mage took the place of the summons a little bit. Like, I guess summons are crazy magic, and if your black mage was strong enough, it could also maybe do some crazy magic, so maybe it makes sense. That one goes there. Oop. This here. And I'm gonna check on the tea. I also should have put that bow away days ago because I didn't end up making an outfit with it. Black mage is a great class. I wasn't really familiar with the mages that much in Final Fantasy because isn't Vivi is like from Final Fantasy 9 and that's the very popular character that shows up in Kingdom Hearts and everything. I don't think there are any black mages in Final Fantasy 7, right? Hello, Lance! I can't access my dresser because you're in the way. There we go. Okay. And what else am I doing? I'm checking on my tea. Maybe I'll do crab pots or something today. Oh, I went right by Ely's house. Let's See, oh, who's the favorite character? True. Green tea. So I don't need to sell. Yeah, I don't need to sell this because Ely selling it did it for me because these ones are shared. But ooh, what if we sell the green tea? I didn't even think about that. This could be a cool possibility. She learns double cast. So double flare. Thank you for the hydrate, Yuki. So Lancetti, does that mean that she learns double class? So is the black mage in that game just like unnamed or something? I can't get to my chests. Because you say she, but you also only said black mage. So I don't know if it's just like a generic one. Woohoo! Yes. Let's do it. And you can have her learn a 1 MP ability. Oh, so you can use that over and over. A t-shirt. T-shirt. All right, fine. If it was anything else, I probably would be upset. So we'll take it. T-shirt. It's that's what you're wearing. Oh, nice. Eee. Oh my god, all these animals in my house I can barely even walk through. All right, I can warp down to the beach and we can check on the crab pots. In Final Fantasy X, Lancetti, you love them all actually. All the you don't have a favorite character. Oh. Arya, you love Lulu. This is a Final Fantasy X character. Beach. The break is over. Hopefully you'll run late and can catch me before the end. Probably not, Blade, because we've got anime night tonight. So I'm going to be pretty strict on my Mondays. He probably can't hear me, but he'll figure it out. We'll let him know. But yeah, I do want to be ending stream on time on Mondays to make sure I'm not holding up anime night or anything. But at least for Cowboy Bebop, Yuki is hosting. So that means that she's the one getting everything ready. So I don't have to be like too worried about time. Like we have a little over an hour before anime night starts. I probably am still going to end soon, like maybe one more Stardew day after this. I guess this is a good heads up to Ely and Lady KB as well. Probably one more Stardew day. And that way we can end like pretty close to like my normal stream time end, which I feel like I go past quite often, but I do have it in my head that my streams are 3 hours long, even though it doesn't always end up that way. So yeah, on Mondays, I'm going to try and stick to that so that we can get anime night going. Should be wishing Blade a good rest of his shift. Me too. Oh, we got 4 more bee houses, Ely, for the tickets I see, and 5 diamonds. We'll take that, I guess. Does this ever end? Oh, I see. Star drop. Right? Or no? That's not, it does something else. It's like Star drop tea or something. Isn't that thing special? That drink is special, I believe. But it doesn't give you stuff like Star drop gives you stuff. 100% Tales of Symphonia literally requires multiple playthroughs, minimum of 9 for all the cutscenes alone. Stop, Lancetti. That is crazy. What? Stardrop Tea gives a lot of friendship. Great to give a difficult individual on their birthday. I think it gives like 5 hearts. Oh, I need that for Krobus. I want Krobus's hearts to go up fast, so that way I don't have to keep gifting him. Free gift, too. Yeah, assuming that everybody loves that one, so it means it's universal, right? We got so much stuff from the ocean crab pot that we didn't have before. Oh, that's different. I'm going to sell that one of different quality. Okay, we've got that, so I can sell this one. Oh, you can give them a second gift. That's what Lady KB means. Whoa, that is pretty cool. Nice. I think this was the trash. Yes, good. Put away all those then. And what do we have? Stuff to sell. I'm just going to put the bee houses in, I don't know the color of this bin, tan-ish, light orange, whatever you want to call it. Sticking those there. Diamonds going in that one. The Hamtaro song is stuck in your head now. Dark Flames. I'm sorry. You can blame Blade for that. Funnily enough, it has never been stuck in my head after stream, but I think it's because I'm always thinking about other things, like focusing on the game and chatting with you guys, that It's just not forefront in my mind by the time I get off stream. I hope I'm not jinxing myself today. Symphonia HD Remake was released in spring 2023, but again, they left it in poor condition for a long time until they patched it. I'm glad that they're finally getting around to it. Nothing good at the cart, lame. Because it sounds like there have been folks, including you, Lancetti, who have been really excited for a remake that's actually good quality. So, yeah, unfortunate that you had to wait so long, but I'm glad that it's sounds like it's there for you now. Let's see. Don't let him in. Spams your brain with earworms. Ah, yes. Instead of getting Hamtaro stuck in your head, we'll just get something else stuck in your head, and then everything will be fine. You miss your missus. She'll play again someday. Yeah. So kind of what Elia's referring to, since I was saying like, oh, I want to make sure I end stream on time on Mondays, I was considering making it like a permanent or like permanent-ish change to do Stardew on Mondays. But then I realized that Jin works on Mondays, and Jin is like pretty frequently playing Stardew with us on Thursdays. So I felt really bad about changing that day. So I might see if I can be good about ending story games on time. It's just sometimes with those types of games, it's more like, oh, I want to find a good stopping point. And so it might be harder to end like right at the 3-hour mark or 3.5-hour mark. But I also was originally thinking that anime night was going to happen like literally right after stream. Like right now it's 6:25 for me. And I was like, if I did exactly 3 hours, I would end stream at 6:30, and I was gonna have anime night start at 6:30. So literally, I'd have to end and then whoop right over into the Discord to start anime night. I'm glad that it didn't end up that way because I think that would actually be very difficult to coordinate. So now it's at 7:30, which gives me a whole 1-hour buffer between when in my head the end of stream is and when anime night starts. So it could mean that like it's a bit easier to do the story games on Monday because now I have that 1-hour buffer where if we end up going up to 4 hours, like that could be okay. And I really don't like streaming past that because I start getting like kind of tired at that point, depending on the day. Like yesterday we started early and I didn't have work and whatnot. So like on a weekend it's different, but on a weeknight, it's definitely a little bit harder to go for longer. So I feel like 4 hours would be the cutoff anyway. So I'm thinking that we don't necessarily need to change the day. And also, like, now that we know that Saribot does the timer thing, I think you were the one telling me about that, right, Lancetti? Then we can just, like, have it do a timer in chat and remind me, like, hey, you need to end stream soon because you got anime night coming up or whatever. Or maybe I could set that up even with one of my other bots to do, like, every Monday at, I don't know if that's possible, maybe it is, at a certain time, like, you know, send a reminder in chat. So yeah, I'm gonna think about it. We'll play around with it. But we had to do Stardew on Monday this week just because I didn't start the poll for the game until Sunday night, and I was like, well, I can't just have it go from Sunday night to like Monday morning, you know, to pick the game for Monday afternoon. So I wanted to give you guys a few extra days, which is why we're doing Stardew today. Let's see, Lancetti, it's in a better playable condition, but one graphics thing wasn't fixed. Characters have chunky outlines, and they didn't properly remove them. No, that's actually like kind of an important thing, right? Like you want the characters in the game to look good, perhaps? What the heck? Do you think they'll ever go back and fix that? I hope that they would. Final Fantasy X is the only one that you've tried. Didn't finish it though. Ah, gotcha. But you know what Blitzball is, so that's pretty cool. Lancetti, the HD remaster is also a port of the PS3 version, which is missing some dialogue early in the game. It's not crucial, but it's world building. The line is missing in PS3. Oh, so that's why it's missing later. What? Which is missing some dialogue early in the game. Dang! That's really unfortunate as well. And you know that they definitely know it's not there. I feel like dialogue would not be too hard to put in, but I don't know. To be in Final Fantasy X, there's this area that's always stormy. I think you have to press X when the screen flashes to avoid getting hit by lightning / being ambushed by fiends. And if you do that 100 times, you get one of the character's ultimate weapon. Whoa. Definitely a very hard trial, but also a pretty dang good reward. Wow, 100 times. They really, really wanted to make you work for that one, didn't they? Man. I can totally understand why you wouldn't have completed that trial though, Chibi. I don't think I could make it through 100 lightning dodges. Woof. Yeah, definitely don't blame you for that. Hamtaro's not evil. Dark Flame said Hamtaros are evil. No! Hamtaro didn't write his own theme song. Think about that, Dark Flames. Just because he's there in the theme song doesn't mean that it's his fault that it's stuck in your head, you know? Right? Poor Hamtaro. Oop, let me leave this egg in there. Taking some heat from Dark Flames. Late here says time for bed. Time for bed for this little leaflet. Aw. Good night, leaflet. Thank you so much for hanging out and chatting today. It was so good to have you. Have a wonderful night, friend. And another shout out to the void for leaflet. Perfect. You've got popcorn ready. Nice. I think Fran and I will probably get dinner ready. I don't know if I'm gonna wait and have dinner until anime night starts. You know what I think I'll do? I'm probably gonna try and have dinner beforehand, and then I can have dessert while we watch Bebop. That will be good. I feel like that's the move. The Thunder Dodge minigame can go die in a volcano. Worst thing ever designed. Oh my god. I wonder if Fran knows about this. I've never heard him mention it before. Oh, I saw some fertilizer in there. Oh, man. It sounds like there is some definite hate for this minigame, which, again, 100 dodges is pretty crazy. Sounding like it might not be worth it for the ultimate weapon. Chibi Strong agree. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. I had that hydrate from Yuki like 10 minutes ago. I just saw it in chat again. Thank you, Yuki. Lynn said it has no on-screen progression note also. Wait, so that means you don't even know that it's doing anything? What? How did somebody even figure that out in the first place? Does somebody tell you dodge 100 of these? Because at least that would help a little bit. You know you're doing something. But imagine nobody even tells you that and it's just like a thing you have to discover. But yeah, not knowing where you're at and just feeling like it's gonna take forever. That is so awful for them to do that. Oh my gosh. And to be like Yuna, you see a lot of yourself in her and love her design, Lulu and Riku. Yeah, and Yuna had that really, really pretty card art that we saw the other day that Arya posted in the Discord. Oh my goodness. Yeah, some of the art from the Magic Final Fantasy set is just so pretty, so good. Aria, you've played 200 hours in Tales of Symphonia, over 5,000 collectively in Monster Hunter? Wait, what? Okay, we are getting some very good numbers here. 200 in Tales of Symphonia, over 5,000 Monster Hunter, 500 Suikoden 2 alone, 300 in Xenogears, 4,000 in the Xenoblade series, 500 in Xenosaga series. So many hours. It doesn't even cover most of the games that you played. Holy moly. And I thought that I had some crazy hours under my belt, because I feel like when people are talking about a lot of hours in a game, they're like, oh yeah, I put 200 hours into this. And that is like a really decent amount. Like 200 hours is a lot. But then like for reference for myself, I know that I put 2,000 hours into Animal Crossing. And so whenever people are talking about big numbers, I'm like, yeah, but have you put thousands into a game? And Arya's over here making my 2,000 in Animal Crossing look like nothing. Multiple games over 1,000, like 5,000 and 4,000, or I guess series, but still, like, oh my goodness. Just shows how much you love it all, Arya. What can I say? Oh, hello. Lynn said Black Mage is the character Lulu. Okay, so she doesn't have a name. She is all black and goth. I guess that would fit the Black Mage character, yeah? Cowboy Bebop is good. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot of people who seem very excited for Cowboy Bebop. Like, it won the poll in a landslide for anime night. The other shows I think got 3 other votes collectively, and then every single other vote was for Cowboy Bebop. And there's a few folks that like normally don't really come to anime night, or they're like, oh yeah, I'm coming to anime night for Cowboy Bebop, which I'm just like, oh, that's so awesome that this show is so well loved. And Fran is right up there with them. Like, he adores Cowboy Bebop. It sounds like Yuki's, obviously cares a lot for it, given that she's like hosting it for us, has the whole setup and whatnot. So yeah, I'm excited to get to share this experience with everybody, because I have never seen Cowboy Bebop. I tried. I saw a couple episodes, and I already admitted to you guys, like, I wasn't really feeling it. It felt a little slow maybe to me at the beginning, but obviously I need to give it another chance because so many people adore it. And I feel like I just need to watch it. Like, even if I don't end up loving it as much as everybody else, it's just such a huge staple. Don't forget Krobus. I think I've got him twice this week. Yep, I did. Thank you, Ely. I don't know, like, it's a cultural touch point, I guess. I forgot the hay went straight into the silos, so I was coming in here to drop it off. So yeah, I feel like I do need to watch Cowboy Bebop, so now is finally the time. Give Krabby love. Still should talk to him. Oh, really? You're supposed to talk to them every day even when you don't do gifts? I didn't know that. You see, I'm so inexperienced at gift giving in this game. Oh no. I have literally only been giving him gifts and not even talking to him otherwise. My bad. Talking helps with hearts. What? People in this game care about getting to know you and not just about receiving presents? What is this? Lancetti Symphonia, 9 playthroughs without spoilers. I'm getting lost, by the way. I'm trying to get to the sewers. There's a scene late in the game where you can talk to each party member individually, and there's 8 of them, but you can only talk with one. Wow. Dang. So you have to be really, really dedicated to do that and not just look it up on YouTube. But I suppose if you wanted to say, I 100%ed this, then that might be what you have to do. I don't know if I would, like, is getting all the cutscenes 100%? Sometimes to me, I'm just like, oh, if the game file says I have 100%, I have 100%. And if it requires multiple playthroughs to see all the cutscenes, like, there's no way the game file could record all that, so... Why else do you think you try to break down Harvey's door all the time? I just thought you liked hanging out with him. I don't know. I thought it was part of the bit. I mean, it's not a bit. You're clearly in love with Harvey. My bad. I shouldn't even have implied otherwise.
On Fridays, I say silent as a sign of devotion to Yoba.
Oh, so if I tried to talk to him on a Friday, maybe he wouldn't talk with me. You could stream 3 hours and spend the rest of the time on Mondays looking for a save spot while chatting. That's not a bad idea. Oop. Like at the 3 hour mark, it'd be like, okay, we are done. But if we're not at a save spot, like that's the very next thing that we're doing. Yeah. It would be sucky if it was like, oh, all I have to do is fight this boss and then like, we're on to the next part. Because if I didn't have anime night, I'll be very tempted to just do the boss that day. But it's not to say that we've never like put off a boss until next stream. That definitely has happened when I've been too tired or something. Or I'm trying to think, has it happened where I've like maybe attempted the boss a few times and like lost it, and it's just like, okay, we're so far in to stream that I can't keep going, we'll have to save it. I bet you that has happened before. Lancetti, need to test more, but you couldn't get Seribot to do more than 60 minutes, which is good for stretch breaks. Yeah. My streamer.bot thingy that I use for a lot of my stuff seems to be pretty powerful and can do a lot of different things. So I wouldn't be surprised if it has the capability to do a timer every Monday, like at a specific time, or like send a message in chat every Monday at a specific time. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not sure if it can, but I'm gonna look it up probably after stream to see if it can do that. Dark Hamtaro, destroyer of seeds. No, poor Hamtaro. Will Lady get to level 10 fishing before the end of the day? Stay tuned to find out. Oh, I did already grab the cheese. I didn't realize I already grabbed the cheese. Mute the TV and stand in a certain spot and you can get it apparently. Wait, get what? It's 200. 200 lightning dodges? Okay, so muting the TV somehow helps. Stand in a certain spot and you can get it. You gave up at 70 something because it's not tracked on the screen. Oh my god. So yeah, you would just have to leave it and like maybe go get something to eat, be doing something else at the same time. Like, oof. Want to see some Pikmin? No, I do not, Yuki. Absolutely no. The game pops up telling you, hey, here's how to dodge the lightning. Doesn't tell you special weapon is locked behind it. What? So some people literally just did that 200 times for no reason and got rewarded? Or like, do you think that it wasn't discovered until somebody, went into the code and realized it was there? I just cannot believe that somebody would find that naturally. That is so nuts. Don't look at your Stardew hours. Oh no. Arya, you shudder to think how long you spent in SMT and Persona. SMT, Super Mario, something maybe? Or something else. I don't know what SMT is. 13 hours in Stardew on that computer. Yeah, that's the other thing too. If you have games that keep different times across different computers, or like maybe you've played some games in Steam and then also on Switch. Like I have Stardew on Steam and Switch, so I don't really know my Stardew hours. There's lots of stuff. I'm sure it's all like slightly underestimated, There's also way too many Final Fantasy games for you to even guess your playtime in the series. Oh man. Have you played all of them, Arya? Hi, your highest hours for a game is Stardew, and it's 470. That's nothing to scoff at, though. Like, you're close to 500. Chibi, you probably put over 1,000 hours in Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. Whoa. Fran Chan, probably happy that we're watching. Yes, he's definitely happy that we're watching Cowboy Bebop. He's been wanting me to watch it literally ever since we started dating, so he's been nice and patient. Len said a friend of yours hates Cowboy Bebop because it's not a story genre that he likes. I see. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's going to be the case for me, but I don't think I would hate it because of that. Like, you can still really enjoy the characters, even if the genre isn't your favorite. There's bonus cutscenes and Tales of called skits, and they only appear with certain triggers, and a lot are missable. Oof. Arya, you think 3 playthroughs is normally enough for Tales of Symphonia? 1 blind, New Game Plus with different options, and 1 with a guide. Man, still, the game is so long. 3 playthroughs is quite a lot. Aw, no level up, Lady KV. I'm sorry. So we're not going to save this day. We're just going to look around a little bit and take our traditional picture. Tap the moon. Oh, no. Wait. Was it there? Oh no. I missed it, Ely. I'm sorry. Lancetti, you have techie friends you can ask about a bot timer for Mondays. Yeah, I'll let you know if I figure it out on my bot, and if not, then hopefully one of your friends has an answer. I'll get another chance. I'm sorry. Thank you, Ely. Okay, I'll try and look out for it now that I know. What is this about? Oh, it's the jellyfish thingy tonight. Nice. Although we've been skipping quite a few events. Let's go, last time we took our picture in front of the ostrich, Ely, so let's go back in front of the, these thingies. Because last day? No, we already had last day of summer, that's why. I was like, we already played our last day. We're gonna do our little pitch-up. Cowboy Bebop is like a jazz session. Yeah, music's so good. Oh man, that means that next time we start up, we immediately have to get ready for fall. That's gonna be tough. And said, dodging lightning. Yeah, you mute the TV so you don't hear the thunder to trick you. You're just looking for the white screen flashes. Someone probably found out from a guide. Oh, true, because there used to be like magazines and stuff where you would have a guide. Hey, there you are. My little frog isn't visible. Hold on. You can kind of see it. There we go. Yes, cute. We're so adorable. And our collection of this, is this all the totems that you can get, or obelisks or whatever? But it's growing. GG's. Yeah, we hit the 40 different helpful things. I can't remember what they're called, but like the quest thingies. So we got a good achievement there. Shin Megami Tensei SMT. Thank you both. See, Arya, yep, you've played all but 13.3 in mainline and haven't played some of the spin-offs. Whoa, that's still quite a few. Yes, Junimo's next. We should definitely do it. Lady KB, thank you for playing, and thank you, Ely, as well. I'm gonna just go ahead and exit to the title, and I'll finish going through chat here before we fully wrap things up. There we are. 13 has a third game? Apparently. I don't like how they do that. 13.1, 13.2, 13.3. And then, yeah, some of them aren't numbered. Like, is Crisis Core? I guess that's a Final Fantasy game, but it's not numbered, right? 13.3 is Lightning Returns. We've already established how much we hate the lightning, though. Oh, you put him in there! Oh, I didn't realize that's what happened last time. Ely was showing me that, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. Do not play 13.3, says Lancetti. It's Noah's Ark. It's boring and picks up no previous plot points. Oh no. Maybe there is a reason that Arya has not played it then. I would guess if she's put so many hours into all these other Final Fantasy games and hasn't played 13.3, it's like, maybe this huge Final Fantasy fan knows that one should not be playing 13.3. Thanks for the stream. Of course, Yuli. Thank you so much for being on the farm with me today. Look at all these cute little things. Did I do all the things? Did I remember all the secrets? Gotta go to sleep. Good night. Oh, have a good night's sleep, Lady KV. Thank you again for being on the farm. Hugs right back to you. Yuli gonna hop off. Should make a phone call. Thanks for streaming and for playing. Yeah, of course. Hope the call goes well. Appreciate you being here. Crisis Core is a spinoff. Okay, so is that one that you have not played? You refuse to acknowledge it as the true Final Fantasy VII. Do people say that about it? I've never heard that before. The true Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's a prequel. I know it's Zack's story, right? You love Zack. Yeah, that is Fran's favorite character, I think. All right, I am gonna head to the thanks for coming screen now. There we go. Thanks again for joining me today, you guys. We shall see what we're streaming on Wednesday, but it is still TBD. I might, StreamerBot like announced that I was streaming earlier. I might delete that so that way the poll is still the last thing in the stream announcements thing. And it's hopefully easier for folks to access. But yeah, we'll be finding out tomorrow night what we're, or I don't know if I want to wait till Wednesday afternoon. I think tomorrow night, because if it does end up being a GameCube game, I'm going to need a little bit of time to set that up. So yeah, we'll find out very soon what we will be playing on Wednesday. And then final reminder for anime night in about 45 minutes if anybody is wanting to join us for Cowboy Bebop. But yeah, otherwise I hope everybody does have a great evening. It has been really, really fun hanging out today. I am gonna find somebody for us to raid tonight. Ooh, we've got Corlina still on. I have Pamsters on. I haven't gotten to raid her since the last time. We were playing Stardew Valley before when we raided Pamsters, so I feel like this could be good. I really, really enjoyed her stream last time. I don't know, the whole hamster thing cracked me up. Obviously, you guys know that I love hamsters, so I think it would not be a bad idea if we passed by her stream. So let me go ahead and get the raid going there for her. Here we are. Have a great night. Thanks for the stream. Poor Sticketin' too. You never know, Arya. You never know. I'm not opposed to, what's it called? Campaign. I'm not opposed to campaigning. Oh my gosh, I could not think of that word. If you want to, you know, spread the joys of Suikoden 2 in the Discord and see if anybody will throw out another vote. I don't mind that at all, so. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyways, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your night. If you're coming to anime night, I will see you shortly. But yeah, have a good one, everybody. Bye.